Okay. We're in it. We're here for another night of video gaming. Who's in the chat? Composed to Janaya. That's it. I've been cast out by my own fans, and they've been replaced with developers. Oh god. They're swarming onto me. There's no one else left. It's only Studio June game. In fact, don't let anyone else in. Only Studio June Games is allowed to watch this high quality content. We need to keep it for the elite. For the gamer elite. Only the gamer elite could be allowed to consume such a beautiful, perfect live stream. It's simply the way of it. Hey guys. Ah, there's Floofy. There we go. Floofy, you're a little late on this one. You let others beat you to the punch, Floof. What are you doing? You're losing your mojo. Paul's here. What's going on? Actually, I have to go in a bit, but you'll be back. What? You're gonna miss FRIENDSIM 2. What are you doing? Don't you want to see Skyla? I remember Skyla. She was pretty fun. She didn't do that much, but she's pretty fun. I like her. Isn't Connell in this as well? The trailer had some banger music. I'm just waiting. They said at the end of like volume 6 or something, they'll release the first part of the trailer. And I think the trailer for this volume had the best music I've heard so far from the game. I was kind of vibing. I'll be honest. Playing Pac-Man online in Smash. Why are you playing Pac-Man? In fact, why would anyone allow you to play Pac-Man? That should be a crime. No. Oh, I think Paul is Daisy. I forgot about that. My bad. Your name's still Paul on here. It confused me. I was a little bit confused. Hope you find my Skyla voice tolerable. I'm sure I'll be fine. Let's see, who else have you done? You've done Tidius. You've done... Shit, I know there was someone else, but I forgot. God damn it. Oh, well... Let's not put it off. I want to play this fucking video game. I don't want to put this off any longer. Video games. It's time for video games. Go. Gaming, go. Music for this volume is done mostly by Grace Medley, who's done music for Befriendius and Vast Error. That's why it's so good. Because the Vast Error music goes hard. God, bro, fucking Arcject fights that big dragon guy. And I got that, ooh! Vast Error music goes hard. I'm excited to read Vast Error in the far future for the show. It's gonna be pretty sick. Let the dust become... Oh, there's Connell. Connell's about to... Wait, do I need to go into it from my past, like, save? To get my funny... Load, Route 2 Revolution ending. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. Word, welcome Shen, what's going on? Gonna play Pac-Man all I want. That's fine. You're allowed. You're allowed to play Pac-Man in Smash Brothers. I just, like, I'm letting you know, like, you don't have to do that to yourself. Like, it's okay. You can play someone else. Like, you don't need to do that. I do Tizius, Skyla, and Branya. Skyla's the one I'm least confident because for some reason we decided to put me, a northeast girl, on the southern troll. I mean, we heard a little bit of it in the prologue. It was pretty alright. I guess the test of time will be the true test. It'll remember the last state the game was in. Oh, okay. So as long as the last route I had loaded was the last ending, then it'll be good. Action sequences. Yeah. No, I don't want... No, I'm a gamer. I'm gonna game hardcore. Ooh, this is new background art. in like a cockpit. Recently started watching a playthrough of Snowbound Blood. I love Cecily so much. Haven't played that. I would like to, because isn't it a friend sim based on Vast Air? Or like Canada Vast Air? Hold on. Gotta check Triz's Twitter. Talk to your local recruiters about serving the Empire. It's fucking mandatory. Goddamn right it is. Fuck yeah. GrubTube updates in service. Oh my god, yes. Oh, there's more. What? Highfield Hegemony Pusher. Zephyros tried to fleece athlete archaeology following revelation of Moirel's connection to Rebel Under. Oh no! No! Zephyros doesn't get to play stick hockey or whatever. God damn it! Oh! But you're not allowed to do that. GrubTube updates terms of service to ensure more restrictive usage requirements and enforce mandatory Imperial propaganda. Only InfoWars is allowed on YouTube now. Alright, had to check Triz's Twitter real quick. That was important. The trip down from the Justitia to Eternia is a bumpy one, and you're starting to feel more than a little bit sick to your stomach, but it's also giving you a chance to be alone with your thoughts for the first time in a while now. It's not that it doesn't make sense that things would have changed in the past few years, it's that you weren't ready for the ways that things have changed. You weren't ready to see just how much your friends are really hurting, for the realization that they were all condemned to an inescapable fate before, and now that fate has come to pass. I like this. Okay, so they're kind of right. I never really thought about their lives in the Empire. You know what I mean? Like, post-FRIENDSIM, I was like, yeah, look at them all being happy, cool people. And then, you know, the prologue of FRIENDSIM 1 kind of hits you in the face. And I feel like the big reveal of that game... I mean, it's not really a big reveal, I suppose, as much as it's just, once again, really forcefully reminding you, yeah, this is all still in Homestuck. All of these people are going to get blown up by the vast glub, and once they place the grub, they all die. Which is kind of the terms I was thinking of. But yeah, no, I guess this sucks too. You don't like thinking like this, but you're having a hard time remaining optimistic. After what happened on the Justitia, after the way that you were forced to confront the reality of the system on a scale that you couldn't even imagine. Right now, you're ready to settle in and figure out what's happening down in Alternia. Surely some of your friends will still be around. You figure you can find the Jade Caverns easily enough and then go from there. It's not a good plan, you'll admit, but it's all you got. You're worried. Worried that you might have just signed the death warrants of 2 of your friends. You're as much of a fan of smashing the system as anyone. Definitely one in your top 10 things you'd like to do, but it's such a long road in front of them. You're thinking it would be a natural progression to try and talk to Daria. If Tizius and Stalsar are going to be revolutionaries, then they're going to need comrades in arms, and you aren't about to just randomly start asking strangers if they want to destroy the Empire. Well, you kind of did do that before, but you're a changed friend-shaped entity. No more randomly soliciting folks to do a rebellion without checking to see if they're down first. The good news is that you don't need to keep worrying about the far-reaching consequences of your actions for much longer. The bad news is...
Alert.
Whoa!
Collision alert.
Uh-oh! The bad news is it's because the collision proximity alert is going off.
Collision alert.
I wasn't expecting the actual voice. Oh god. Alright, shit. I was gonna catch up with the chat, but no. It's gaming time. You struggle to find some way to control the pod. It really doesn't seem like this thing was designed for manual flight. Which seems like a... Oh shit! How am I supposed to fly the plane when they're pulling out these jams? Ooh! You can't see it, but I'm vibing! Oh, fuck yes! Which seems like a serious oversight in retrospect. You need to speak to the manufacturer if you get out of this alive. Looks like you're going to be hitting Alternia a little bit earlier than expected. Hitting, in this case, being a more or less literal expression. Okay, now we can catch up with chat. Imagine getting an email from YouTube telling you that you will be called if you don't love America publicly on stream. Guys, listen. Honestly, all I'm saying is that a militarized police state, not a bad plan, alright? Please That all I'm saying. Susan, you watching this? You see what a good job I'm doing? You see what a good job I'm doing, Susan? Susan, please don't take down my channel. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Look at what a good job I'm doing. Susan, I'm all for militarized police, as long as that means that I get to keep my 98 subscriber YouTube channel. Be back in 15, 30 minutes. Fill me in when I get back. No problem, Floofy. Toby's asking, what did I miss? Toby, you missed a horrible crash landing. Smash cut, we're all dead. That's the end of FRIENDSIM 2. It's done. This song was done by James Roach. Oh! That would do it. I understand now. Well, at least you aren't dead. Pretty good positive. The world swims in front of you, coming in and out of focus. All around, the escape pod's view screens blare an incoherent static at you, and your head is throbbing with pain where it collided with the side of your seat. You'll say this much about the quality of Imperial tech. The hatch on the escape pod only came off a little bit when you landed on the planet. And you're alive, which means wins this experience an extra star on Grelp, or whatever the equivalent vaguely referential analog to human experience is. It doesn't seem like anything on you is broken or misplaced, and you're only bleeding a little bit, but it'd probably be a good idea to try and get out of the escape pod before it catches on fire or something. Struggling against the safety restraints, you manage to pull yourself free and locate the emergency release for the door. Oh! You pull the lever down and the door blasts off its hinges and lands nearby. Immediately, light streams into the escape pod, flooding the dim interior. Okay. Well, you're definitely on Alternia. That's good, at least. For a second there, you were worried that you were going to land on some kind of weird spaceship or something. The bad news is that you can already see the dawn light, and it won't be very long before the light of the Alternian sun gets to be too much for your sensitive, non-rainbow drinker skin. Yeah, we're fucked if we're out here too long. Your hoodie might be fashionable and smell faintly of sandalwood, but it's not even close to enough to keep you safe when the sunlight hits in full effect. Aren't there literally zombies on Alternia in the daytime? I feel like that's a thing, because they were in Pester Quest, but they're in Act 5, Act 1, like for Kanaya's introduction. It's just like one line. It's just like, there's one throwaway line where Kanaya's like, also there's zombies in the daytime. Wild, right? Anyway, back to Kanaya doing fashion in her house. I'm gonna go back to watching Star Trek with my dad. Yo! Which Star Trek? Next Generation? Star Trek Next Generation goes pretty fucking hard. With a groan, you pull yourself up and out of the hatch, landing softly on the ground. A wide swath? Wow. I'm so... Pull up the dictionary real quick. We're gonna go suave. A wide swath of freshly turned dirt traces out from where your pod landed, and you figure you'll just kind of start walking in that direction and see what happens. Oh! Okay, this is interesting. I'll say so. For some reason, things look different. You're not sure exactly how to put it into words, but everything just has a strangely symbolic vibe to it now. Hey, you! Yeah, you the person who played the game. I know this probably isn't what you expected from a Ren'Py game, but it's pretty intuitive. You can still use your mouse to point and click your way around. You could use a gamepad or keyboard too, but I wouldn't recommend it personally. And if you got any questions, there's a help section you can check out. Oh my god! I was not ready for a new Alternia-bound walk-around flash in this fan game. Metal Gear Friendship Simulator? You blink. You must have been spaced out there for a second. You can't keep wasting time like this. Daylight is coming. There are zombies on Alternia. Beautiful. One of the movies, Star Trek Into Darkness. No! Oh! No, I don't know what just happened. Not far away, you can see a series of low walls made of some kind of pinkish stone. Probably used as a shelter from the sunlight in a pinch. Good to know. Oh, this is so... This is cute! I am going to point and click, though. Oh, that's a weird... Oh, that's a little... That's a little But it's also a story-driven visual novel. I'm not too worried if the controls are responsive. It's still not clear where on Alternia you are exactly. You can't use WAS. Those keys are reserved for Renpy. Oh, I became a hacker man by accident. I will cease my hacker man ways. Not that you're an expert, but you did spend a few months there. Also, you're pretty sure that you set the escape pod coordinates correctly. By all rights, you should have landed within walking distance of the Jade Caverns, but this doesn't look right at all. For one thing, you don't remember it being so barren. It almost resembles the area around Skyla's Ranch, but something is subtly off about it. Oh! Oh, shit! You're really sweating now, and the sun is starting to break in full over the horizon. You need to find shelter quickly before you end up frying. Wait a minute. Something feels wrong. Move! You feel something pass inches from your head and stumble back and fall over onto the dusty ground. You realize several important key details all at once. 1, you aren't dead. Let's go! That's a big pog right there. You're closing your eyes so tightly it hurts. Someone's shooting at you. You're not sure where, but someone is definitely shooting at you. From the sound of the gunfire, it seems like the sniper is somewhere down that large, ominous-looking series of buildings in the distance. Oh. So that's gotta be like a boot camp, right? Like some kind of like training facility for like the Alternian military? That looks very military-esque. You really don't remember any of this from the last time you were in Alternia. Move! Ah! Fuck! Shit! Fuck! Shit! Fuck! Shit! This is really solidly in the bad things category. Not only are you being shot at, but the sun is just about to get to the point where it's really going to start hurting. Your spot behind the stone wall provides a little bit of shelter and cover, but it's not going to last very long. Either you're going to fry out in the sun, or they're going to get an ankle on you and shoot you. Neither of those is a great outcome. Ah! Okay, shit. You can see a series of walls leading toward the base in the distance, and it looks like the terrain gets rough and rocky. You think maybe there's a chance if you can make it a little bit further down, there might actually be somewhere you can hide where you won't die. And if you're being really honest with yourself, not dying is basically the only thing on your mind right now. You can't stay in one place too long. If you do that, the sniper will get you for sure. But if you stay too long in the sunlight, you're going to fry. Basically, this sucks all around. Oh, that's annoying. Stop for a second to try and catch your breath. Really wish you'd taken Stealth up on one of those workout offers. The cardio would really come in handy right about now. God, this music! Oh my god! This is really getting out of hand. I agree. It's arrow keys which suck in Renpy or gamepad, which is okay. Really, pull out my PS4 controller for FRIENDSIM 2. The good news is you can see some kind of cave up ahead. If you could just get there alive. Oh my god, this music goes so hard. You stop for a second to try and catch your breath again. There's something up ahead, maybe another 50 yards down. You don't need to, survive to make it. No big deal, it's fine. It sure is fine. Oh! Go! 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 The maw in the cave yawns, wide in front of you, the promise of a safe haven. You just have to make it a few more feet. Go! Go, MSPAR! Go! Run! You rush up to the mouth of the cave and dash forward, taking the last few feet in the air as you dive straight in. The sound of the sniper's bullet hitting the ground next to you barely registers as you tumble headlong down the rocky slope of the cave. After a series of painful tumbles, you wind up lying on the floor of a dark cave. Ooh. Well, this kind of sucks. But then again, you're not gonna lie. This is pretty on brand as far as things have been going lately. My dear child, I have come as support. I appreciate it. We almost died. That's pretty fucked up. That's fucking crazy. At least down here, you're safe from the Alternian sunlight and the sniper fire. For right now, that's about the best you can hope for, so you settle in to wait for nightfall and hope that things will improve once the sun goes down.
telling you, ain't a thing out here.
There it is. That's an articulately composed right there.
Well then, you can shut the fuck up. We'll finish looking around and then we can go back in. I swear you like to bitch so much, I just want to shut your mouth.
I'll bet you do.
You didn't even notice when you fell asleep. Turns out that suffering from intense and constant trauma left you a lot more than a little bit exhausted. The good news is it's dark outside, and you recognize the voices you can hear outside the cave. Skyla and Connell will be able to help you out. They might have been a little annoyed the last time, but at least Skyla seemed worried about you. You'll just pop on out, figure out where on Alternia you are, and then figure out how to get to the Jave Caverns from there. Oh. Shit. Something tells you that you're not on Alternia. I'm not?
What in the Empress's name is wrong with you coming back here like this? I thought...
I'm not on, what does that mean? Oh, hey, it's Skyla. You wave cheerfully, although the response is a somewhat frosty glare. Don't worry about it. You're not even on the kill list anymore.
You absolute idiot. Do you have any idea where you are?
You can see Alternia on the horizon. Oh! So I guess we're on, like, a moon? Or, like, a close planet, I guess? I don't know. You shake your head. You'd kind of thought you were back at Alternia, but it seems like something went wrong. You appear to be on some kind of moon, maybe? Honestly, it's pretty similar to Alternia. Oh, we're on the pink moon! Because we saw the green moon. Ah!
You're on an Alternian army training satellite.
Oh, what now? Skyla sighs and rolls her eyes.
It's like a big fake moon designed to simulate combat conditions found on the frontier worlds.
So...
You're next
Oh.
to an active army base, you dumbass. Do you know what they'll do when they find you?
Oh, that's why they were... Last time I was here, they were like, what the fuck you doing? Get out. She laughs and you shrug. You're not really sure, honestly? All of a sudden, Connell's face softens.
I'm sorry about them shooting at you. It happens sometimes.
Nope, not the pink moon. Yep, I'll take the L. I'll take the L. They made a big robot moon. They made a Death Star, basically. This is the Alternian Death Star. Oh, yeah, if you had an Imperial Kager? Oh, God. This guy wants it. Welcome back to Molten embarrasses himself because he doesn't understand the human language. For every time someone shot at you, you'd probably have at least 10 Imperial Kagers.
That's not a lot at all. That analogy sucks.
Okay, but none of that stuff is important. What is important is that you know exactly how to get them away from this place. Well, maybe not exactly right this second. But you do have a general plan for getting everyone back to somewhere safe.
Yeah, well, what if some of us don't want to be safe? You ever stop to consider how we really feel?
Yeah, Connell wants to go fuck shit up.
Stop it, Connell. You're being a bulge eater.
Articulately Composed was, like, upset about Skyla's voice. I prefer Skyla's voice to Connell's. Connell's is alright, but Skyla's is pretty good.
You fucking wish.
Okay, this pitch dynamic between the two of them is super great and not at all uncomfortable in the slightest, but aren't they interested in hearing more about your awesome plan?
You're not gonna leave, are you?
No? Plus, even if you wanted to, which you don't think you physically could. Skyla sighs heavily and shakes her head.
Fine. We're going back to the barracks. If you wanna come, go for it.
I will,
Just
thank you
keep
very
your head
much.
down. Anyone gets suspicious, you're gonna look stupid. Also, you'll get shot.
Yeah, that part is great. Oh, yeah, that sounds like it's probably a good plan.
We're heading back now.
Ooh!
Don't fall behind.
I like their little sprites. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, you're pretty sure you don't want to be out here by yourself. Skyla's shirt is different in her sprite than in her, talk sprite. Skyla was wearing, like, your classic troll, like, black shirt with the symbol on it, but now she's got, like, an orange jumpsuit. Plot hole discovered!
Why'd you actually come back anyway?
You already explained this to her. You just want to help your friends.
What makes you think we need help?
Is she kidding? Look at this place.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
No, Connell wants to go kill people. And that's what Connell is based. Go! MSPAR! As you're walking, Skyla pulls you off to the side quickly. She looks around to check to make sure no one's close enough to hear what she's about to say.
Look, I know she's being a bitch right now, but there's a reason for it.
What did I miss? Skyla! Skyla's back. No, she's not a convict. She's training to be in the military. Was she being a bitch? You hadn't noticed.
Sure. In a way, she's just been upset lately because of her losses. They took her away to start training her for military operations.
So actually it's a set of BDUs. They're based on the Vietnam-era Army uniform. So technically she'd just be taking the jacket off and putting it back on. Alright. I did get foiled by the concept of a jacket. And I'm not gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I was just confused by jackets existing. That's true. Shit. If she's training to be in the army, why is she a stick figure? I mean, I don't know. She does have a long neck. Oh my goodness. She has like a Candace Flynn neck situation going on. Wait, what? Why would they do that? Wait, did I read that dialogue? Oh yeah, no, the Lucis. Okay, sick.
Because Connell's Lucis is really good at the kind of shit they need.
Connell's
Is
Lucis,
that enough of a reason?
is it a big scary monster they can throw at people? Well, sure, but also has she considered perform the ritual? I mean, we're kind of going on revolution right now. Skyla eyes you carefully, scanning up and down.
I feel like you're getting ahead of yourself. Besides, Connell doesn't want anything to do with that. Let's go.
Lack of proper nutrition, mostly, and a slightly stylized sprite. Yeah, there. It's an art style thing. I mean, they. So what they said last time was that the art styles don't necessarily work with one another, but they're trying to keep the art styles within the volumes consistent. So like all the teals are drawn by the same artist and they all work with each other, and like this more stylized, sketchy looking art style is like consistent within this volume with Connell and Skyla. Oh yeah, I see it now. There's the pink moon over there. Hey, look at these boys. Alright, these are my favorite characters now. Look at these fucking guys. They're doing their job. Look at them go. After walking for what feels like an absurdly long time, you finally make your way inside the perimeter of the army base. Sure enough, the other trolls just kind of ignore you. You're guessing they've seen Stranger Things. That new season is coming out right now. That's what they're watching. You're a little worried someone might see the cerulean symbol on your chest and have additional questions, so you try your best to stay low-key. You turn the hoodie inside out. That's the play. You turn Malik's hoodie inside out, so you're just wearing a black hoodie.
Okay, you fucks. We're here. By the way, I heard what you said about my Lucis. Maybe try minding your own business instead of worrying about mine.
How? How did she hear us? Connell stalks off toward a low building nearby that you assume is some kind of barracks. Well, now you're feeling pretty embarrassed.
Come on, let's go.
Skyla starts to walk towards the barracks when you stop her. Well, wait a minute. Connell seemed pretty annoyed with you, and you're not sure it'd be wise to disturb her.
I'm going in to set my ass down after being on day shift. You want to stay out here until one of the drones finds you? Be my guest.
Oh, shit, yeah, drones. Your mind flashes back to the low, heavy sound from when you first ran into Skyla and Connell during your whirlwind tour of Alternia. Maybe you don't actually want to wait to find out what that was. Hey! Look at these little lads! Oh! I love them! They're just chilling! They're just vibing! In like OG Hive Swap art style. It's beautiful! She was designed based off of a border collie. What? That's news to me. If so, that's fun. I feel like Skyla was bigger. I mean, I guess? I'm having a hard time remembering some of the FRIENDSIM 1 sprites, I'm gonna be honest. Skyla was, like, taller, but I don't remember her as being, like, big. She had a pretty average body in FRIENDSIM 1, though her arms were kind of skinny, at least in her standing sprites. Stances the fuck up. I think fans make her look more buff in their minds. Yeah, I mean, I guess that also checks out, because, like, fans would be thinking, oh, yeah, it's the cowboy. It's the cowgirl. She'd be fucking going out wrangling up lussuses or whatever. But I just remember her being, like, a pretty average-looking troll. Skyla, Connell, and Marcy were designed to work together visually. Perfect, I nailed it. God, look at me go. Just mind like a steel trap over here. The army stole her cowboy jacket. No! And gave her a cowboy hat. She better have a cowboy hat somewhere. Who plays Connell? Connell's played by Bucky Grant. Good job, Bucky Grant. Whoever that is. Yeah. Sprite's pretty thin if you look at the hands on hip stance. Yeah, but that just ties back to what you said before about how she would be malnourished. This background was done by Charlie Flock, who's done some Snowbound Blood backgrounds. It looks great. A lot of the art in this game just looks really good. Inside the building, you realize that you've been here before, when you first saw Skyla and Connell when you came back to Alternia. A series of bunks line the room. It doesn't escape your notice that these are bunks and not recuperoons.
Yeah, you think we rate recuperoons here in the army? You're out of your mind.
Connell acknowledges the two of you with an angry nod.
So you didn't learn how to leave people alone?
Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been talking about your Lucis. I just wanted them to understand where you're coming from.
Well, I'm doing fucking fine. That's where I'm coming from, okay?
That seemed like it might be charitably described as a complete lie. Without another word, Connell huffs and turns to walk out of the barracks.
I don't need to be here. I'm going out for a walk.
Plot twist. Marcy is the sniper that's gonna try to bean our ass with a fucking bullet. She makes sure to slam the door on the way out. Well, shit. I'm not gonna lie, I could take or leave Connell. Yeah, I could take it or leave it with Connell. We're Skyla gang. Skyla gang. In a similar way, as soon as we see Tagiri again, I don't know when, but eventually, once we see Tagiri, all other trolls are dropped. As soon as Tagiri is on screen, I no longer give a fuck about anything that's happening with anyone else. And we're doing his stuff. You just stand there as Connell storms out of the barracks and looks silly, something you've become increasingly adept at as time goes on. Fuck. My god. Next to you, Skyla shrugs and then turns to walk towards her bunk.
Fuck it. She'll be back soon enough.
She sits down and the noise of the cavern's cot creaks in the still quiet of the barracks. Sitting down, Skyla's about on eye level with you now. She frowns.
So, we never really
Yeah,
got
she
to
is a
talk
lot.
much
She is
before,
pretty
did
fucking
we?
thin. Oh yeah, of course. You've got a lot to tell her. So much to catch up on. You had powers, and then you lost your powers, and then you helped with a show trial and crashed an escape pod. You've been real busy lately.
I guess you have, huh?
Ah, look at her. She's so happy. Yeah. She doesn't really seem to want to talk in the sense of general catching up. Maybe there's something specific that she wants to talk to you about?
Maybe. It's just that you showing up again got me thinking a bit, actually.
She glances around the barracks nervously. There's a couple other trolls sitting or lying down on cots, mostly keeping to themselves. In the corner, a pair of bronze bloods is engaged in a somewhat heated discussion about arena stickball. Oh, I clicked twice. No, I didn't. You can't help but notice that they're all looking a little... what's a nice way to say gaunt? You're guessing the Alternian army isn't great on, feeding people properly. Sure, you say the fresh air will do you good. Alright, back on that pack smash grind. Actual creature. How dare you. Actual creature. You are worse than Ness mains. You are worse than people that play Ness. How dare you. Martinezzo! What's going on? Spending time with best girl Skyla? Yeah, we had the choice to go after Connell or to hang out with Skyla, and it wasn't really a choice, honestly. Skyla makes sure to check carefully for anyone else before she leans in to talk to you again, and now her voice has a sense of urgency to it.
When you showed up before, you said you were here to get us out. Is that the honest truth?
So, the thing about that is, you really did mean it, but there's been a little bit of an issue with your powers, and, you know...
That's the other thing. How'd you just appear in front of us like that? Ain't no blood color has those kind of powers.
It's not really a blood thing, so much as you know what? You're not actually sure why you have the powers you do. Problem is, you don't have them anymore. Also, an immensely powerful near god might have been a little ticked off that you're back. You're not sure on that last one. He hasn't showed up lately, but you get the lingering sense that he's out there, watching you.
Sounds like your plate's been heaped pretty full, but... Look, I got something to ask you.
Listen, I got faced against Luigi on a walk-off. I probably deserve it. That's karma. That's a god deciding that you will pay for your crimes.
Can you keep a secret?
You're going to say something cheery and enthusiastic to this, but the look on her face suggests that maybe this wouldn't be appropriate. Instead, you nod solemnly.
Good. Thing is, I've been thinking a bit about how to get out of here already.
God, this music is so good. Okay, the music up until now has been good. This volume's music is already, like, noticeably better. Like, the music in volumes 1 and 2 is like, damn, this is good music. But this is like, I am going to listen to this. That sounds actually pretty dangerous, given what you've seen so far.
Yeah, well, that's why I ain't exactly been advertising the fact. Not even Connell knows. When I came here, I thought maybe it'd be fun.
She laughs, and you carefully mention the fact that the idea of seeing anything related to this as potentially fun seems a little bit unbelievable.
You don't get it. I was raised up on all the old adventure shows. Beck Rogers!
Beck Rogers!
All the rest.
How's our boy Beck Rogers doing, actually, now that I think about it? Hey, Beck Rogers, what's poppin'? Beck Rogers, are you single again? You need to stop contacting this account. Whoever's running this one, block Beck Rogers and Gorf quotes. It's not that fucking hard. Oh no! Beck Rogers, he can't escape the Stan accounts. It's too much. Any new Gorf quotes for us? Yo, Gorf quotes! Yeah! Fuck yes! The High Imperator sure is scary, Gorf. Oh god, Gorf quotes are something beautiful. They're a sight to behold. What's going on the Beck Rogers account? Beck Rogers, what you got cooking for us? Rerun. Season 3, episode 31. A flashback episode that reveals my tortured past as a member of the Alternian Special Forces. Yeah! Alright. Well, now that we've gotten caught up on Gorf and the boys.
They always made it sound like the army could be this big adventure. Fighting pirates out in deep space, battling horrible aliens that want to conquer Alternia. And I guess a part of me knew that maybe that wasn't all the way true, but I figured maybe it's at least most of the way true.
You got propaganda. You got trixied out of it. Gorf quotes are the only thing keeping me alive. God, pump Gorf quotes into my fucking veins. Instead of 70% water, I want my body to be constructed out of 70% Gorf. She shrugs, and her eyes turn downward, and you feel a little stabbing sensation in your heart.
Then I get here, and
She waves a hand around, pointing at the buildings looming up around you.
it's not what I expected. Worse than that, they're fucking monsters.
You don't really see how she couldn't see that to begin with? Skyla glares at you.
Easy for you to say. You didn't see the rustlers coming every day to try and take everything that mattered to you. And every video serial you could get your hands on, saying the army was there to protect folk like you. You sit with that long enough as a wriggler, it's all you know.
But what about all the culling? What about the brutality?
So what? It's like that for everyone. Just the way things are here.
Gorf TM, the newest back alley drug. Hey, you wanna come to my place, do some lines of Gorf off the table later, huh? How about that?
But this was a chance to maybe protect people from it. Just a little bit.
She leans back, throwing her face into a shadow cast by the building. You can't quite tell, but it looks like she's starting to cry.
Look, I ain't got time for this right now, okay? We can talk on it later.
Quietly, Skyla pushes her head around you and back into the barracks, her head bent really low. And you can't help but worry about her. She really doesn't seem to want to be here, but you're getting the distinct sense that she feels completely trapped by it. You stand there for a few minutes before you catch sight of an annoyed-looking colonel storming towards the building. You're about to ask her what's wrong, but one glare from her is enough to kill that idea where it stands. Instead, you watch as she stomps past you and slams her way inside the barracks. Cautiously, you push open the door to the barracks, and you're pleasantly surprised to see that no one is currently being attacked by anyone. Instead, Connell is sitting up on a bed next to Skyla, grumbling to herself and balling up her fists.
It isn't fair. He wouldn't even tell me why I can't see her.
Okay, well, maybe they're doing some kind of special training or something? You ain't past qualification yet.
I know that. That doesn't make it suck less.
I hope we can find out what they're training the Lussus for. I mean, because the Luci are their own, like, species, I'm pretty sure, right? So, like, the way it's described in Act 5, Act 1, I think is that they... Like, they're an independent species, and then they, like, find a Wriggler and are paired with the Wriggler. I'm sure that there probably is also just a way to get Lusci outside of this. But, I mean, there's also, I guess, an economy for them? Because Skyla was just talking about the, her route. We got to see some of, like, the Lussus fucking... raiders, like weird people that are just like, I'm gonna steal your dad, haha. Oh, I guess that's the parallel, isn't it? That's the oh, I get it. That's the parallel. Conla's getting her Lussus taken, and Skyla had her Lussus stolen a bunch or whatever. I get it. I'm picking up on it. You walk up casually to the two of them and wave in an equally casual way. Just very casual, all around.
You can always go back later. It's not like you're never gonna see her again.
Connell huffs at this, but she doesn't say anything. Finally, she nods and looks from Skyla over to you.
Okay, fine. I can wait. She's probably just gonna get some food and they'll take her out for training. I see them on the parade ground sometimes.
A smile spreads over her face, and you'll be damned if this isn't the most heartwarming thing to ever come out of the generally soul-crushing experience that has been the alternating Imperial system in the last few days. It's almost enough to make you forget, you know, everything else. I love Skyla's little smile and sprite. It's so cute. Your time to reflect on this is cut somewhat short, however, because the door to the barracks bangs open, revealing a panicked Bronzeblood who mouths something that looks a lot like the word inspection before hastily running to her bunk to straighten things out. Uh-oh! Someone about to die. Someone's about to get killed. Your bed is not made. Die.
You need to get out.
Yeah, she said that before, but you already...
you need to get out of the barracks. There's a commander coming through, or something. You get found here, you're fucking dead.
Where are you supposed
Don't care, go out the back.
You got it. It's time to go. Wait, if I'm not leaving, do I get murdered? No!
What the fuck do you mean? What the hell is wrong with you?
Do they kill me? You've come all this way and you're not gonna leave your friends right now. The power of understanding and friendship has gotten you this far. The power of understanding and friendship will see you through. Fuck yes! After all, what's this commander but a new friend you haven't met yet?
Don't you fucking understand? This isn't some goddamn joke. These people are serious. The people you knew before on Alternia, they were play acting for the real thing.
You gotta see the bad. I always have to. It's a fatal flaw. It's my Achilles heel. The barracks are a flurry of activity around you. Bronze and Olive Bloods are rushing to stow equipment and straighten bedding. Connell has given up on trying to talk to you. Skyla shakes her head.
You have no idea what you're getting yourself into, do you?
Nope. I mean, I think I'm gonna die. From the front of the barracks, there's a loud bang as the door snaps open, and you see two figures standing in the doorway. The first one is someone you recognize. Ardata! Oh! Oh! Interesting. If she recognizes you, she doesn't show it.
Officer on deck.
All around you, the trolls snap to attention. Next to you, Skyla stands up, and she looks down at you one last time and speaks, her voice urgent.
You need to get out back, now!
Behind Odada, another troll enters the barracks, and you don't recognize this one. He's tall, and there's something deeply upsetting about the way he carries himself, about the way that he smiles.
Well now, what do we have here?
Purple boy? Purple boy? Purple boy? A new purple boy? A new purple boy?
Said we don't recognize him. Oh no, there's something wrong here. Something about this that doesn't feel right at all. You want to run, but you found that your legs are being extremely uncooperative right now.
Don't be afraid. Tell me who you are.
Violet? Oh? See, I told you. What did I fucking say? What did I say? Volume 1. That 2 is looking suspiciously pink. What did I fucking say? No, this isn't... Achievement 4 shot. Oh. Oh.
Purple boys.
It's happening yet. No. No. You can't tease me like that. Fuck you guys. How dare you? I want to see my sea boy. Council. All right, Janaya, what you got for me? Okay, we got Janaya. We got composed here. I think that's composed, right? I forgot. You don't remember, do you? You're not sure what she's talking about, but there's a strange pricking sensation at the back of your mind. The violet in the title is actually the blood behind the 2. The 2 is the fuchsia. Okay, Janaya. Alright, sure, you got me. Technically, it was not the number 2 itself. You're right. You really showed me up here. You feel like you've been here before, like you've had the same basic conversation. That's because you have. Several times, as a matter of fact. Then why can't you remember? What's the point of all this? What's the point of the journey that you're on if you're just going back to loop it again and again anyway, even though you don't get to even control it? Your mind races, and there's 100 things flashing in front of you all at once. What happened to my friends? It's not just your individual problems. It's not anyone's individual problems. Alternia, the Empire, all of it, it's a system. Your friends are caught up in that, and no amount of friendship or kindness will change that. Of course. That's why you're going to help them fight that system. I admire your courage, but nothing is guaranteed. The system is bigger than you, especially now that you're just a normal person again. Normal-ish, I guess. Scratch was right about something. You exist in one branch of many on the River of Time, but he was very wrong about the implications of it. If you remember just one thing, let it be this. You always have a choice, right up until the moment you've made it. Okay. So there's some... Obviously clear... We're now starting to get some, like, clear, I guess... Because, okay, so, like, the Sylph of Space and the Something of Light are very clearly, you know, like, these are standards for the developers, but they also seem to exist as a... in a similar way that, like, Andrew Hussey in the comic is not literally Andrew Hussey. He is a characterization of Andrew Hussey that is very heavily based on Andrew Hussey, right? So... we're seeing, like, the character of Janaya essentially being put up against Scratch as their ideology. Because Scratch, alongside the rest of Homestuck, thematically, is, like, incredibly tied into, like, fatalism. And I guess Janaya is going against that within the universe, which is technically true. It's also still unclear how alpha timeline-y we are right now. I think we're still in the alpha timeline, but, like, this might be a meat candy situation where, like, what are the two routes? Revolution and Escape or something? It might be... Escape is alpha timeline friendly. I have no idea how this works. I'm very excited. Fuck. It's gonna be one of those where I think there's a lot riding on this. this seems like a story that it could be very easy to drop the ball on near the end. So it's like stuff like this that's early on is promising, but it's one of those where I think a lot of the choices right now. Oh, this is interesting. Fuck. All right, this is interesting. God damn it! Why am I having fun? Yes, this is fucking sick. Sea Dweller, pop off, Martinezza. The council is kind of 1/4 not really the author, but based on her, and 3/4 actually the developers. They exist to help MSPAR along their journey, but also the player. Okay. That kind of checks out. Because, like, I mean, they do literally function as a tutorial, like, in that walk-around screen. But it also seems like right there, like, they... Hold on. So, they're operating in, like, a progression of time. Like, they're drawing distinctions between, like, what has happened and what has not happened. Is it clear if they are... Like, I'm wondering if they are a stand-in for the developers as of Volume 3, or a stand-in for the developers as of completion. Like, are they omniscient? Do they have the omniscience of Scratch? It's unclear. Both splits of the timeline are contained within the FRIENDSIM Pester Quest split timeline. Kind of touches on the alpha timeline and gets real weird near the very end. Contained within the FRIENDSIM Pester Quest split timeline. But how does that work mechanically? So, because there's a locked timeline, that's Pester Quest. Pester Quest is the locked timeline, but that's entirely separate. That's separate from even FRIENDSIM. FRIENDSIM is alpha timeline compatible. Oh my god, and then that doesn't even consider the fact that this doesn't consider Hive Swap's Act 1 and 2 canon. Oh my god, this is a lot to think about. They present information that's current to the volume, but they're aware of the entirety of the timeline of the game. Okay, so they are omniscient. I guess Scratch has a wider scope of omniscience, but whereas they have, I guess, perfect omniscience, but only for the content of this game. Like, Scratch has gaps in his omniscience as he looks upon the alpha timeline in its entirety. Meaning the FRIENDSIM Pester Quest continuity. The one that ended with Pester Quest because the events of the two games created a new series of timeline branches. A new series of timeline branches? Is that a concept that... a new series of timeline branches. Is that a concept introduced here? Because I was under the understanding that FRIENDSIM is just tied into Hive Swap, which is tied into Homestuck. Pester Quest is literally entirely self-contained. Because it's the locked timeline, meaning that nothing in Pester Quest affects anything else ever. So, this is like an kind of in-between? Hive Swap Act 1, 2 is a completely different timeline. They're completely irrelevant here. Yeah, they're alpha. They're alpha timeline, Homestuck proper. Short version. MSPR's decisions in this game are restricting the choices available to everyone as the game goes along. I'll let you interpret that. MSPR's decisions in this game are restricting the choices available to everyone as the game goes along. Okay. I think we're just gonna take your word on this one. I'm too busy. I'm getting too caught up in, like, weird timeline shenanigans now. Alright, I gotta go so I don't get murdered. Pester Quest starts where FRIENDSIM ends, so you've got a FRIENDSIM then Pester Quest timeline that's locked off, and now you've kind of hopped back along that timeline. So the interpretation of FRIENDSIM 2 is that FRIENDSIM 1 is part of the Pester Quest locked timeline. Oh! I might need to look into that more, because I've never interpreted it that way, but I could just be wrong. Is Pester Quest... I mean, sorry, not Pester Quest. Is FRIENDSIM 1 technically count as dubiously canon? Is it in that, like, sphere of content? I never considered it as that. I thought dubiously canon started with epilogues. Pester Quest is a direct sequel to FRIENDSIM proper, so we're considering them in the same canon. Yes, I mean, that's true, but I always kind of considered that as, like, just mostly the case for, like, MSPAR specifically. Like, he's experiencing all of them in a linear continuity, but that doesn't mean that they themselves share a continuity, I suppose. But again, I could be wrong. Like, the way you're describing this, if FRIENDSIM counts as a part of Pester Quest's locked timeline, then all of these problems go away. Technically, it's Hive Swap canon, not Homestuck canon. That's true. I've kind of gone through most of my life at this point assuming that Hive Swap canon is Homestuck canon. Well, I mean, it is. Hive Swap canon is Homestuck canon. Oh my god. because Roxy is... Yeah, because Momland is their babysitter, and Jake is... Jake is their dad. Right now, MSPAR is back in the timeline that will eventually lead to Homestuck, but they don't want to stay there, or they want to give their friends the means to change the timeline. Okay, so right now we are in Alpha Timeline. And they essentially... So, Revolution... Hive Swap isn't included in comics because it doesn't exist. Homestuck exists in Pester Quest. Sort of. But not vice versa. I think I get where you're going for. Okay, alright. I think I get it. I think I get it. Fuck, this is a lot. Anyway, back to horrible murder and, yeah, right now you're in the Alpha Timeline, but you're making choices and doing things that are altering it. I guess I still have retcon powers, but not First Guardian powers. Or at least to some extent retcon powers. Maybe not the full extent of retcon powers. Like I don't have full zappy go wherever I want retcon powers, but I guess my decisions are still to some extent altering the Alpha Timeline, as opposed to making a doomed offshoot timeline. It's a bit confusing to try and map this out, because a lot of this wasn't planned from the beginning on the Homestuck team's part. True! Yeah! I said Pester Quest, but I mean the whole Pester Quest Hive Swap extended continuity. We need to stop. We need to stop. We need to stop. Oh god. We need to stop. I can't do this right now. I'm gonna make a flowchart. I'm gonna make a flowchart later. A ton of Homestuck things came to be. Oh wait, this one. Fuck. A ton of Homestuck things came to be because they decided, hey, let's make a new thing, which added another layer to the already confusing timeline tangle. Yeah, I mean, the fact that, like, especially once we then start to get to post-canon stuff, which is like, hey guys, this is official, but not canon, but also kind of. Like, meat is canon, but also maybe not, because it's dubiously canon, but then candy is not canon, except it exists physically. Like, the concept of canon becomes incredibly strange. Yeah, you know what? There's something about this whole situation that feels really not great. Without another word, you quickly rush towards the back entrance to the barracks. Behind you, you can hear the flurry of activity as the Bronze and Olive Bloods rush to stow equipment and fix their bunks. You quickly slip out the back door and lean up against the side of the building. Inside, you can hear the bang of the barracks door slamming open. The next thing you hear makes no sense. A familiar voice. Ardata?
Officer on deck.
Yeah, this is the same voice line. You have the overwhelming urge to run back into the barracks. You know this person. You can even reason with her. Maybe explain the situation with Connell's mom. Maybe even talk to her about getting out of this base, getting down to Alternia. I wonder if Ardata does, like, base upkeep vlogs for her YouTube channel or whatever. Isn't she, like, a streamer? Like, what's up, guys? IRL Twitch stream. Running the running the troops through some new drills today. But something inside you tells you this isn't the right course of action. There's something else going on. There's someone else with her. Someone who you don't want to meet just yet. You shiver. You don't know how you know any of this. Quickly, you head for the parade grounds, away from the barracks, away from the ominous sense of wrongness that keeps crashing in over everything. What was it that Skyla said to you? That they were play acting for the real thing on Alternia? Is it something she said to you? Is that something she said to you? You're getting confused. Your head's feeling fuzzy, and you don't feel so well. Oh, yeah, I'm,
Hey! Hey, you!
Marsty! Marsty! Yeah! Fuck yeah!
Yeah, this makes perfect sense. Draw the short straw to go talk to the quartermaster. End up finding this idiot passed out in the middle of the base. Makes perfect sense to me.
I love Marcy's voice. Marcy steals the show for this volume. It's kind of like, oh man, yeah, no, Marcy steals the show this volume. Oh my god. I'm like a 5. I could take or leave Connell's like a 5, I think. Connell's pretty good. And then Skyla's like, oh, okay, I like Skyla. Marcy is great. Marcy is a great voice. Yeah! Ooh! Ooh! Hold on. Get the tunes up for you guys. Ooh! This is the song I heard in the trailer. This is like my favorite song from this game so far. Oh, fuck. I am jamming. I am jamming out. Oh. Yeah. I need to turn that down on OBS for you guys so you don't die. Oh, fuck yes. Incredible music. Marsty!
That is my name.
Ah!
Congratulations. You've
Look at her.
managed to retain a functional understanding of your acquaintances.
Yay! Doesn't she mean best friends?
Don't push it. What the hell are you doing here?
Oh my god, I'm so glad she's like nice to me. Oh yes. Wait a second. You're surprised she actually recognizes you. After all, you only spent a little bit of time together before, and it seems like she was a lot more interested in making eyes at full kill than anything else. 10 out of 10 head jam. Fuck yes.
Of course I remember you. It's the spindly arms.
Oh, is that really your most memorable trait?
Don't be stupid. Of course not. You're a fucking alien. You honestly thought I'd just forget about that?
Oh, yeah.
Really? What are you doing here?
Currently, hiding from a surprise high-blood inspection. You think? You're a little unclear on the specifics, but you feel like it would be a bad idea to hang around the Bronze and Olive barracks.
Well, come on. I'll show you the Rust barracks.
This sprite is great, you're right. This might be my favorite of the 3. I like this sprite quite a bit. I feel like my tier list on the sprites for this volume is the same as the voice acting. Connell's like pretty good. And then Skyla's like really good, and Marcy is like, I love it. I love Marcy's. It's so great. Fuck yeah. She motions with a hand and you follow after her, keeping close to her in case of some other crazy thing happens.
You mind telling me how you even
Ooh.
ended up here?
Look
I
at
never
these
could
funny
figure
little
out
like
what happened to you.
drop
Then,
ships in the
I heard
background.
something about an alien who got pulled from the coal lists a half cycle ago.
I like these spaceships in the back. Oh god, I'm gonna need to scratch build one of these for my kill team board. It's such a good idea, like having like an escape mission, and like if I could figure out a way to scratch build these, that'd be awesome. Marcy was kind of forgettable for me. Leaf. Objectively incorrect. Marcy is great. Her route is great, and her in Hive Swap Act 2 is also great. To the point where I completely forgot she existed. When I heard the name, I thought it was an OC. No, I saw her typing quirk, and I was immediately like, I'm on the Marsty train. Hell yeah. It's kind of a long story. You have a lot of cool alien powers now. Well, you had a lot of cool alien powers, but a different, much less cool alien took them away. That's the short version. MSPA are... My man, you got some ego issues if you think that you are if you think you are cooler than Doc Scratch. Marcy was very much a forgettable character in FRIENDSIM proper. Janaya has made her into so much more. I disagree! I really like Marcy in FRIENDSIM proper. She's really fun! I think, respectfully think you're incorrect. No, Marcy is great in all of her incarnations, and including this one. I hope she does Vicare justice. Vicare is not a character. Vicare is a cardboard cutout that Andrasi wants you to believe is a character. Ooh. Different... Okay, well, it's kind of the same background, but there's new trolls. IDKY decided to be a Vicare stan recently, probably just to spite Molten. Fair enough. You are wrong, though. You won't see Vicare for a while, but I think you'll enjoy him. I said before, if Janaya makes me care about Vicare, I will be incredibly impressed, because I don't know how it could happen. You arrive at another set of barracks that's basically identical to the one that Skyla and Kana live in, except that this one has a bunch of rustbuds milling about, chatting with each other, reading. No one seems to bat an eye when you show up. A couple of the other soldiers wave to Marsty, who returns their gesture, but they mostly just ignore you.
Yeah, folks around here are good at ignoring weird stuff. It's easier that way. So, I've got a few minutes before I need to take this gravity module controller over to my ship. You mind telling me what's going on with you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm happy. She does do him justice. He has traits other than just airplane now. That's a start. There we go. That's a start. Okay, but seriously, to prove Floofy, I need to point out that you are incorrect. I mean, sorry, not Floofy. Articulately composed. I quite like Marcy's character, because there's a big part of her character, like, the fact that she's, like, a janitor lady is not just janitor person. It's not just, like, okay, she's a janitor. Like, a big part that I like about her is that she does... There's a big part of her character is about, essentially, I have to clean this shit because, like, I'm a Rustblood, and no one cares about us, and if I don't do it, no one else will, and we will just live in squalor, and that's, like, dehumanizing. But, like, I know that we deserve better than that. We're not scum, so someone's gotta do it, and so I guess it has to be me. And I like that. I like that a lot, that even though it's just this, like... And, like, then she takes, like, personal satisfaction in her work. She's like, fuck yeah, I'm doing my work, but, like, there's a reason for it, and I'm gonna do a damn good job, and then I'm gonna be proud of it. It's fucking sick! Yeah! Marsty's fucking awesome! I love Marsty! Oh, yeah, that sounds really great, but actually, you were kind of hoping she could tell you about her right now. Marcy scrunches up her mouth and shakes her head quickly.
You're just kind of always like this, huh? Well, I'm where I'm supposed to be right now.
She looks around the barracks and smiles slightly. There's something sad in it. You mentioned you've noticed that it's all Rustbloods here.
Oh yeah, you're very perceptive.
Thank you. Wait, she was being sarcastic, wasn't she?
Yeah, it's all Rustbloods, because we all get pulled for special training after our basic rotation.
She shrugs and doesn't elaborate, as if you're just supposed to know what any of this means. You remind Marsty that you're an alien who knows basically nothing about Alternian culture, much less about the nuances of Alternian military structure.
Give me the nuances of Alternian military structure.
Marcy definitely had more depth than someone like Vicare. She just never sparked creative inspiration from me like some of the others did. Fair enough. That gets back into Subjective Town. You know what? Fair enough. I fuck with Marsty. Marsty's sick as hell.
It'd be easier to just show you, actually. Come on, let's go.
I love her voice actress. Who? Who is Marchty? Other art, musicians, voice cast. Marchty. Kaylee Horowitz. Once again, I don't know who that is, because I don't know, I don't know, like, a lot of the community members right now. But if you guys like Marsty's voice acting, go check out Kaylee Horowitz. Sick job. Without another word, Marsty stands up and leads you out of the Rustblood barracks and back into the airfield. As you're walking, you notice something you didn't before. A large drone rolling along on treads. It's totally subjective. Based. So, what's the deal with the drones? Marsty shakes her head.
Don't worry about it. Just don't get too close, okay? They might not understand that you're not a threat.
Kaylee isn't a Homestuck. She's one of our professional VA folks. That's why she's so good! Damn! Good job! Fuck yes! It's still crazy to me that you guys got, like, professional voice actors on a fan game. That's wild. This is, like, a pretty high production value fan game. Wow, that's extremely ominous. Before you can properly explain to Marsty just how uncomfortable that particular piece of the Alternian trivia makes you feel, she's led you down a row of the sleek-looking aircraft that park here. They look so cool! Look at them! They're like drop ships. They're like troop drop ships, I guess. So, like, they'd pull down, they open to the back, and they got, like, squads in the back of them, probably. Because they're very, like, bulky. They feel very much like transports.
Well, this one's mine.
Wait, what?
This is my ship. I feel like I was pretty direct about that. What part is still confusing?
Yay! Well, the part where she has a ship, for one.
Okay, technically it's mine in that I'm responsible for it and I'm assigned to fly it. I can't just take it out for a spin.
Marsty walks over and puts a hand on the side of the ship, smiling to herself. How did any of this happen? You thought she was mostly about cleaning stuff up, not flying spaceships. Marsty shrugs.
Yeah, that would have been great, but they have drones for cleaning. What they don't have drones for is the precision required for suborbital attack runs.
I like this! Okay, I already like this, because what did I just went on a whole spiel about Marcy's character. There's this idea of, like, they don't care about us, so without me, it doesn't get done. Now, they're in a more organized environment, someone will do the cleaning, but if Rusties die, no one cares. If a bunch of Rusties die, no one gives a shit. So someone's responsible for keeping us from getting blown out of the sky, and that person will be me. The first few routes has a bunch of precast fandom VAs, but the further you get into the game, the more professional the VAs are gonna get. Yeah! But that's crazy to me, that you guys put forward a foot that is so good and still not your best foot forward. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, here's some really great voice acting for Volume 1 and 2. Also, these aren't even the professional voice actors yet. And you're like, oh shit! Okay! The music that plays during Marcy's segments is called Considered Disposable. Damn. Shit. That hits ya. What's it? Who made it? Oh wait, no, it's that person you said earlier. Fuck, I forgot their name already. I'm bad at remembering names.
So, here I am. Me and the other Rustbloods.
Her tone is almost bitter, resentful. Is this something she wants to talk about?
No, not really. It's not a long story anyway. Conscripted and taken away from anyone or anything I cared about. Sent into the attack pilot training program. Owe the Empire a lifetime of service now. Good news is that the life expectancy of a newly minted pilot specialist is only about 2 sweeps. So it won't be for much longer.
Don't worry. That's like 7 years or something. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. What? But that's horrible. Hasn't she ever considered running away?
Of course I have. And then what? Leave everyone behind in exchange for... what? A guided missile up the exhaust plume and then...
She makes a poof motion with her hands.
At least here, I've got people I can trust.
Yeah. Oh, she means the other pilots and crew. Like a family? Marcy squints at you and you have to remind yourself that they don't really have the same concept of family on Alternia society.
I think I understand your meaning well enough.
She sighs and slaps the side of the ship.
Fuck it. Let's go back to the barracks. I don't see the technician around anywhere. I'll have to wait for him to install this part, and I don't feel like standing out here.
Doesn't she ever wish that she could get away from it all, though? Get away from the Empire, away from Alternia, away from literally everything? Marcy doesn't answer right away. Instead, she looks up at you and looks you up and down and narrows her eyes.
What are you saying, exactly? So I'm clear on this.
See, the thing is, you've got some powers. You get really used to this whole pitch by now. Had powers, don't have powers, gonna get those sweet powers back any day now. So, does she want to go home? Hive.
Are you out of your mind? This is the closest I'm getting to being back Hive these days.
Okay, but you can take her to a place where it's just better. You could take her somewhere that she doesn't have to worry about whatever horrible fate is in store for her if she keeps working for the army.
Excuse me, but what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you acting like you can make this decision for me?
Well, see, you're not doing that. It's just, well...
Well, why should I trust you? You disappear for more than 2 sweeps and show up with nothing but wild claims of having some kind of magical powers.
Yeah, she didn't get to see me teleporting and shit. I feel like that would make it a little bit harder to give this pitch to.
Can you see why I might be a little bit skeptical?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you do kind of see her point. Marcy sighs and motions for you to follow her. Grace Medley. Beautiful. We got over 300 auditions. Not only do we have tons of fantastic professional VAs, we ended up not casting some fantastic professional VAs. If you're willing to pay and your game looks interesting, people don't care that it's Homestuck. Yeah, that's the thing. Hey, voice act for my fucking Homestuck game. No. I will give you $1,000. You know, I'd love to work for your Homestuck game, now that I think about it. Back in the barracks, Marcy gestures at the soldiers milling about. All of them are dressed in the same rust-colored uniform that she is.
The only reason any of this is worth it is because of these people. Maybe I can't fix things. Maybe this is a horrible position to be in, but at least I can try to keep them safe.
Yep. That's very Marcy. Oh shit. What she's saying sounds so familiar, and then you realize she's basically saying the exact things that you do.
Then you understand why I can't go with you.
Yeah, you actually do understand. While you're in the process of having this intense personal revelation, one of the Rustbloods walks up to Marcy and says something in a voice low enough that you can't really hear it. Marcy nods and turns back to you as the Rustblood walks off.
I've got something to do really quick. If you want to come with, I guess that's fine.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely coming with her. Hanging out and being generally helpful is just something you love to do.
Huh. I would have gone with being annoying, but I guess we can work with that.
Ah, but I'm annoying in an endearing way, Marcy. That's how MSPAR roll. Damn, that's just a fucking missile rack. Alright. Gonna take a quick break here. I'm gonna get some more water. Gonna get some more water. Back in a couple minutes. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's gonna be real fucking fast. I'm gonna be a fast boy. Back in a few. We'll keep on going with Marcy's whatever the fuck Marcy's about to do. Everything is gonna be fine. Don't smooth sailing for Marcy, everybody. Nothing bad will ever happen to Marcy. Definitely not. Alright, there we go. I got my water. I've got my personal introspection out of the way. Don't worry, the existential crisis, we're good. Like I said, everything is fine for Marsty. Nothing bad will ever happen to Marsty from this point forward. It takes about 10 minutes for Marsty to lead you to another building. Some kind of control tower, you think? It looms up above you, imposingly tall against an environment where everything else seems to be distinctly squat and nondescript. If you had to, you guess this fills basically the same role as an airport control tower back on Earth, controlling flight paths and such. Everything is gonna be fine. Everything turned out to not be fine. Yeah, probably. Yo! Ink Sands! Welcome! Hey friends, what have I missed? We're playing FRIENDSIM 2, Volume 3. Marsty is here. That's about it. Skyla and Connell are sad, and just kind of being sad all the time. And, like, that makes sense. I understand that they're being sad all the time. But, Marsty being sick, is more fun, and I'm gonna hang out with Marsty all the time. There are, however, a series of what definitively look like missiles positioned nearby.
Oh yeah, they're missiles.
With that fondue piece of terrifying Alternian trivia solidly in your brain, you walk up to the door and stop, turning back towards Marsty. So, what are we doing here?
Well, I need to relieve someone monitoring comms. You can basically do whatever.
I'm gonna watch, and generally not be helpful. Late, I've watched people playing Hive Swap. What's up with Marsty? I hope she's okay. I mean, she's... okay is relative. In FRIENDSIM 2. I mean, she's not dead. She's chilling, as a part of the Alternian military. Not that she had much of a choice. But she's living her best life. Or at least, as good of a life as she can have. Ooh! Look at this, like, control room in here. The inside of the control tower is humming with activity. Literally humming. The noise of the computers and everything is actually quite loud. All around, trolls are working. You notice that a lot of them are wearing the same rust red that Marsty is.
Yeah, we get assigned to a lot of low-level tech stuff. Not complicated enough to rate a gold blood, I guess.
I didn't know FRIENDSIM had voice acting. FRIENDSIM does not. FRIENDSIM 2 does. FRIENDSIM 2 is also not real. FRIENDSIM 2 is fake. It's a fan game that is basically official at this point. It's who cares? It's not like official means much right now anyway. As I'm treating it it's as official as we're gonna get. So you know what? It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. She shrugs and walks over to an empty console, sits down, and promptly begins to ignore you. Okay, you get it. You can tell when you're not wanted. You're about to turn to politely excuse yourself when a piece of paper catches your eye. It looks like someone left this here by mistake. For some reason, it seems very important to pick this one up. This one specific piece of paper up. Well, with the myriad of choices presented to me, I suppose I will pick up the paper. You struggle to read the words. It's like they're floating in front of you and you can't quite make it out. I have no idea what the fuck that means. I should have gotten the imagine sitting here while I translate this letter by letter. Oh. That's convenient. Attention, all handlers involved in Project Guardian. Program status. The Army Advanced Research Project Agency has finished conducting its initial one-sweep evaluation of the first batch of subjects for Project Guardian. Preliminary tests were conducted on satellites, something or whatever, in cooperation with Alternian Army personnel. Initial findings were promising, suggesting that bonded pairs consisting of a troll handler and their lussus would be more effective than a standard soldier in the field, especially for conducting specialized work such as perimeter defense or urban pacification. However, several key flaws began to present themselves during testing, namely, most lussus troll pairs were unsuitable for combat conditions. Finding a combination of properly equipped partners proved to be extremely difficult. Attempts to bond lussi with new trolls were universally unsuccessful and resulted in a number of fatalities. As such, it was the recommendation of project advisors that Lussus Troll Handler program be discontinued to focus on enhancements to the drone program. Alternian Army senior staff concur with this assessment. Effective immediately, all operations in Project Guardian are to be ceased and all biological assets are scheduled to are to be scheduled for immediate disposal. Okay. Okay. So. Connell is fucked. Let's just get this out of the way. Connell's Lussus is super about to die. Unfortunate. So they have been trying to get... Okay, this is weird to me. I'm wondering... Okay. Most Lussus troll pairs were unsuitable for combat conditions. Finding a combination of properly equipped partners proved to be extremely difficult. So I guess Connell is less than combat suitable. Which is interesting, because you'd think that wouldn't be the case. You'd think that Connell would be totally down to go fuck some shit up. Attempts to bond Lussus with new trolls were universally unsuccessful. I don't even know how you would begin to do that. I mean, the way that they bond normally is, like, impressively vague. Like, all that's said in Homestuck proper is basically, yep, the Lussi come over, and they find a troll, and they go, that's my troll now, and then they leave. Connell is fine, but they're scrubbing the whole program. She's the exception. So Connell's Lussus and Connell will be the only Lussus troll pair to continue existing. You clutch the paper in your hands and the realization of what it's saying hits you at once. This is what Connell was talking about. This is the chance she had to work with her Lussus. This is probably why they wouldn't let her see her mom, because they're getting ready to kill her. Okay, no, I was right. Alright, I was right. We're good. They'll be killing her mom as part of the plan. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying her Lussus is fucked. Sorry, Connell. Your mom's gonna die. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Connell's mom. Say goodbye, chat. Say goodbye, Connell's mom. Super fucked. She's dead. You need to go warn Connell. Marcy is occupied with listening to something on a pair of oversized headphones, and no one else seems to care much what you do. You take this as your cue to slide out the door and head back to the barracks. I guess bye, Marcy. Oh no, Connell will be just a regular soldier. Oh, Connell's a soldier, but she's not, like, super secret awesome commando soldier enough to be a cool Project Guardian person. Press F for Connell's mom. Yes. So is this post-Hive Swap or pre-Hive Swap or an AU? This is a sequel to FRIENDSIM 1 and Pester Quest that is a fan game that also considers Hive Swap Acts 1 and 2 to not be canon. So I suppose this... Oh, do you mean, like, timeline-wise? Timeline-wise, this is pre-Homestuck, because Hive Swap takes place, like, 600 years before Homestuck or something. You open the door hesitantly. Part of you is still worried that you're going to run into Ardata, and whoever was with Ardata before. Instead, you see Skyla and Connell sitting together on a bunk, talking in low voices. Cautiously, you walk up to them and put a hand in a half wave. Hey there, you say, very casually. What's going on?
What the hell is with you? What were you doing the last hour?
About that, you've got something that Connell needs to see.
Fuck off, we're kinda busy right now.
No. Connell glares at you and begins to stand up. You quickly change tack. No, you see this is important. This really can't wait. You reach out and hand her the paper you're still holding, the one you found in the control room. Connell scans the document quickly. You can see her eyes move top to bottom and then back to the top and start down again. As she reads, her face changes, and you think she's starting to understand what she's seeing.
No, you know what? Everyone get the fuck out.
That wasn't a great line reading. Sorry, Connell. Connell's shouts echoes through the barracks. A bunch of very startled trolls quickly dash for the exits. You get the feeling that they're very familiar with just how intense Connell could be. Connell glares directly at you. Is she okay?
Am I okay? Are you fucking serious right now? No, I'm not fucking okay. My mom. They're going to fucking call my mom.
Now, they might still let her go.
You wish you could believe that, but you know what you saw. It wasn't a mistake.
I'm telling you, it's not gonna be like that.
There's no way that she actually believes this. And despite the strong pitch vibes you get off these two, Skyla seems like the kind... seems to be kind of acting like Connell's Moirail right now. Connell shrugs her shoulders and growls.
I know what I fucking saw. You don't believe what you're saying. You know it's a bunch of fucking lies.
Skyla doesn't say anything. Her shoulders droop, and she shakes her head.
I don't know what to think about it.
Okay. Alright. Okay. We got our choices here. Timeline-wise, but I mean in reference to Hive Swap. I don't know when FRIENDSIM occurs. FRIENDSIM occurs... Okay. Oh yeah, Hive Swap takes place in an alternate community from... alternate continuity from FRIENDSIM. Like, things are slightly different than how they're shown in Hive Swap. FRIENDSIM is honestly non-canon when it comes to Hive Swap. I don't know if you can say that, because doesn't, Fozzer in, like, in Hive Swap Act 2 is consistent with post-FRIENDSIM Fozzer. There's a lot of things that don't link up between FRIENDSIM and Hive Swap since it was written by different writers. I guess that's fair. But, like, I guess that, like, to me, that doesn't mean, oh, these are now different continuities. That seems to mean, like, oh, they did not put in the effort to make these two things mesh very well. I mean, Connell clearly wants to be an Angie. I saved, whatever. Murdering bastards.
You think I don't know that already? You think none of us know that?
Look, no one's gonna want to even go through with this.
So they'll find someone who will. Stop treating me like a fucking wiggler. Someone who joined the army because of goddamn serial vids. You goddamned grub.
Skyla frowns, but she doesn't say anything. There's a way to meet the characters with a lot of things that don't link up between FRIENDSIM and Hive Swap, written by different... Okay, that's what I already said. They've retconned a bunch of stuff that was introduced in FRIENDSIM, including how characters are presented, timeline of character ages, the fact that MSPR is never mentioned, etc. When you frame it like that, I guess, no, that checks out. Tizius and Daria don't know each other. Marvis isn't secretly woke. Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, never mind. I'll take the L on this one. I'll take the L. I guess I never... Huh. You know what? You know what it is? It's that I played Hive Swap Act 2 a while after I played FRIENDSIM. So I think things kind of match up on a surface level, and then once you start, like, comparing and contrasting more closely, that's when things start to fall apart. So I always just kind of assumed, like, that FRIENDSIM was just totally... like, totally canon to Hive Swap Act 2. Interesting. Okay, no, that... I've never thought about it that way. Fuck. You step outside of the barracks for a second to try and get your thoughts in order. This is a lot more to take in than you expected, and you're still reeling from being shot at and all that. Oh, I forgot about that.
You got something to say to me?
No, you're pretty sure you'd only end up making things substantially worse somehow.
You talk a lot about how bad the Empire is, don't you?
She snorts at you.
Skylar'd fucking love that, I bet.
Before you can properly respond, Skyla walks out of the barracks, hands on her hips.
Y'all can't just go around doing whatever the fuck you feel like?
Why not? They all do. Fucking High Bloods all do. Fucking Empire does.
Because we have to be smarter than that. Because otherwise, we'll end up dead.
Without warning, Connell turns and rushes at Skyla. Skyla might be impressively strong and a foot taller than Connell, but the olive blood is a wall of solid muscle. She slams Skyla up against the side of the barracks, baring her teeth and glaring.
Is that what we need to do? Because all I'm hearing is, Connell, let your fucking mom die.
You know that's not what I meant by that.
Right.
Square up!
Never mind.
I need to focus on getting out of here. I need to focus on dealing with the army. So, that's escape, that's revolution, I think. Probably. I don't know if you could call Marvis woke if he's literally willing to ask you to murder Loblets for fun. I thought that in Hive Swap Act 2, he tells Joey, like, secretly, like, oh, I know that you are going to, like, find a way out of this. Isn't that, like, dialogue you can get? I might be wrong on that. This feels vague. It's been a second. But I thought I heard that around there, that, like, Marvis had dialogue in Hive Swap Act 2, that he's like, yeah, I totally know you're faking it. Like, I'm real proud of you. You figured it out. And then it's only once it tells her to deal with a purple blood, then he's like, well, fuck. Not sure how you can fake that one. The character ages are a big retcon. Elward's in particular. Link's route had an 18-plus party that Edward dealt drugs at, but she's 16 in a Hive Swap. Oh, shit, that is a big retcon. He asked you to murder Lobless for fun on Hive Swap, but in his FRIENDSIM route, he starts talking about inequality to MSPAR. Yeah, you're right, he does. Yeah, he totally does, you're right. I think people forget that because Marvis's route has a lot of more other shit that, like, deserves more focus. Like, the bad end in Marvis's route is fucking insane and awesome and wild and wacky and crazy. So, like, that's mostly what I think about when I think about Marvis's route. There was 0 point in FRIENDSIM being an introduction game for the characters when it adds nothing to canon. I mean, sure, but also, I really like it, and it's really fun to read. So, I don't want to go so far as to say there's no, like, worth to it, you know what I mean? Oh, there's no worth to it because it doesn't continue Hive Swap. And I suppose that's fair, but, like, it's not Hive Swap. It's Hive Swap FRIENDSIM. Like, I think it can exist just as a, like, fun little introduction to a bunch of new trolls. Like, I think that's okay. This route actually uses these questions to sway the folks towards one or the other, and then when you make the actual decision later, it takes that into account. So if you try to convince them to do the opposite to what you've been suggesting, you'll have to argue with one of them to convince her. Interesting. Zebra dies? Incredible. Best part of the game is when Zebra dies. It's fucking sick. I wish Zebra actually died. But that is in the bad route, I'm pretty sure. That aside, what are y'all's favorite Hive Swap FRIENDSIM characters? I think Folkhill is super awesome and Kahoot is cool. Oh my god, Koopram and Folkhill are great. I fucking love them. They're just a bunch of grimy little boys. Kahoot is also great, and I love her, but Tagiri takes the cake. I fucking love Tagiri's route. He is my favorite FRIENDSIM troll. I love Tagiri to death. Dealing with the army. Skylar frowns and shakes her head.
You say that like it's the easiest thing in the world. You maybe want to rethink that one?
Okay. That's a really good point. How about... Yeah. The two trolls stare at you for what feels like a full minute, and finally, a huge grin breaks out on Connell's face.
Oh, hell yes. Now you're finally making some sense.
She looked absolutely furious right now, completely livid, and ready to go punch a hole through the first person who gets in her way. Now that you mention it, maybe this wasn't the best idea ever?
Let's fucking go.
She's already walking in the direction of the Lus's, kennels? You feel a little bit weird using that word for creatures that seem to be completely sentient, but you're not sure what else to call it. The word prison springs to mind.
Stop!
Skyla's starting to shake.
We can't just go in there and grab her. What are you gonna do when they sound the alarm? What's your big plan for surviving this?
Guys, do you maybe want to not discuss this in the middle of this fucking camp? Maybe want to, like, go to a corner somewhere? It doesn't look like Connell gave that much thought. She shrugs and growls, but she doesn't keep moving.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Lanera's my favorite, but I like a lot of them. There you go. Janiyah Riley can never change her mind about Lanera ever again. If she stops liking Janera as her favorite, immediately call her a hypocrite. This is locked in stone forever. Favorite Skyla? Then you must be loving this, Floofy. Folkle is a girl. Yeah, I know. I was referring to them in a general sense. I know Folkle's a girl. I am aware. Marvis, but I like Skyla more. Marvis is sick. Fair enough. Chixie is my favorite. Oh, I forgot about Chixie. Chixie's so fun. Doesn't Chixie the only route with like 2 different good ends? Like going and getting sloshed at the bar with Trixie is technically a good end. Like there isn't a bad end to her route.
We could do it. If you're actually serious, we could go rescue her. I'm getting my mom back. You want to help? Fine. If not, fuck off.
Skyla stops, and you can see the struggle on her face. She doesn't think that this is going to work, but she isn't about to let Connell walk into this alone. You can see it in her eyes the moment where she makes the decision.
Okay, fine.
You'll grab your coat. Wait, you don't have a coat. You'll be right there.
No.
Skyla turns and presses something into your hands. It kind of looks like a walkie-talkie, but a lot more alive looking. Yo, is it a GrubCast?
You're gonna stay right here in the barracks and talk to us on this thing. No way in hell you're coming with us.
Oh, but you're so generally useful. Skyla hits you with a withering glare. Okay, fine. You guess so. There's a few other trolls in the barracks, but honestly they seem to be mostly ignoring you. It's probably for the best. You hear the sound of the grub walkie-talkie thing crackle to life.
You there, Nook Breath?
You are, in fact, here. You don't want to comment on your breath, though. It's been at least a couple days since you've had access to a toothbrush. Oh no, I love Lanera. You'll get to see her in Volume 6. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, we might see, Branya as well, then. Because wasn't, Lanera, like, super attached to Branya? Chixie's route does have 2 good endings. Beautiful. Oh, Chixie's route references Problem Sleuth. I still haven't read Problem Sleuth. I want to read Problem Sleuth at some point for the show. I'm thinking I might read it when the Gigapause happen. Like, we'll get to the point where the Gigapause happened, and then we'll do, like, the Grubapause, and we'll, like, read Problem Sleuth and, like, Bard Quest or something. Yeah, really sad over the... I'm really sad over the trial with Lanera and Hive Swap. Poor girl got framed, at least in the most common route. Yeah, I wonder if that'll get brought up here, because, there's already been some hints at MSPA Reader, like, knowing things in this continuity that technically he has not experienced, but that, like, the actual reader would have. Like, there is a reference to the trial in Hive Swap Act 2 in this game, despite the fact that it specifically calls out Hive Swap Act 1 and 2 as not canon. Yeah, that bad trial outcome is one of the reasons FRIENDSIM 2 exists. Oh! No shot. Is that why FRIENDSIM 2... Can you imagine Janaya writing FRIENDSIM 2 and it's like, no, we're not canonizing Hive Swap. I'm like, why not? It's like, because Lenara dies and I don't like it. No.
Good. We're going around behind the holding area. There's a restricted area we can sneak through.
That sounds potentially bad.
Once we start this, ain't no going back. Y'all sure you want to do this?
Well, not really.
Yeah.
Well, looks like this is what you're doing now. You settle in against one of the bunks and try very hard to make yourself look as innocuous as possible.
So yeah, we're good. Just gotta get through to where they've got Mom. Gonna tear shit up.
Nice, dope, tight, cool. Those are all definitely hip, awesome things you say normally, and not when you're stressed. You're definitely not pacing back and forth inside of the barracks. You'd be biting your nails too, if you had any. God damn, this music. Ooh. Probably worth noting that Skyla and Connell can both attack using the right mouse button. Or the X key on the keyboard if you're using a Mac, you suppose. Alright. God, this arrow keys are... bad. Oh god. Oh, it's a punch. Oh god. These controls are... Renpy. Renpy, please work with me, bro. Okay. Everything's cool. I'm gonna go down this way. There's a blast door blocking the way forward.
God damn it. Fucking door.
Maybe we can find a switch somewhere?
Okay. So I gotta go the other way. Everything's cool. No. Fuck! Damn it! Janai's gonna shoot me out. Alright, beautiful.
So yeah, we're good.
This game is partially a spite game. FYI, you can save during the sequence. Oh, thank God.
Just gotta get through to where they've got Mom. Gonna tear
Yes. Cool. Alright. Now, hear me out. I could walk up next to this guy and knock him out while he was turning the other way. No! Alright, that guy's dead. Cool. Super cool and sick and hype. Alright, turn around. Turn around, motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. Nope, go down! Fuck! No! Oh my god, these controls are actually nightmarish. This is not responsive in the slightest. I think it's probably
So, yeah,
magic that this works in Ren'Py at all. Like, I have no idea how you managed to put this in a fucking Ren'Py game. Alright. Alright. No. 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 Alright. Everything's cool. Go up! How is he shooting me? Alright, everything's cool. Everything is cool and sick and very based. Everything is cool and sick and very based. Yeah! We got him, boys! Alright. Bam! Save that shit.
I'd be willing to bet the whole damn farm that switch over there means something.
Ah, okay. Alright, everything's cool. Quick, run over here. No! It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's totally cool, it's totally cool, it's totally cool. Is that the switch? Go. Switch. Final grabs the switch and pulls it down. It settles in with a loud click.
Looks like we finally got the stupid thing open. Don't worry, Mom. I'm coming.
Yeah! Run! My bad. Sorry about that. Save. Alright. Alright. We can do it.
Hell yeah!
Okay, this section is less than ideal. Oh, you get stuck on the walls. Yeah, got him, boys! Got his ass!
Looks like your Lucis is right down this way.
Hang on, Mom. I'm coming to get you.
My life is the same? Got his ass. Oh, shit. It's fine. Okay. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Get him! Get his ass! Alright, this way. Ah! Ah! Alright. Sneaking up. No! I'm getting caught on the environment and shit. No! Alright, I'm dead. Oh, thank fuck it spawned me in here. Bam, bam. Alright. Old dead guy ass. Boom. Alright. I'm gonna wait here. I'm going to lie and wait. In my skillful manner. Get him! Oh fuck, he still got me. Oh my god.
I'm getting tired of having this conversation.
Sea Dweller! Sea Dweller!
I have other business to attend to, and this bores me.
Of course, sir. I'm sorry.
I don't require your apology, only your explanation.
The last team sent to the relay station didn't find anything, sir.
And yet, the problem remains. I have a shuttle waiting, and I don't have the time to grub sit you.
I'll check on it personally, sir.
Okay.
That would be wise, Captain Carmilla.
Bye-bye. Okay, I barely have any life left. And I have to... What's going on? What happened?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. We've got work to do.
Oh my god, I have barely any health left. You couldn't have put in like a med kit or something? Janaya? Oh, fuck. Alright, alright. No, it's okay. No, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Everything is fine. Alright. Alright, it's fine. Go. Okay. You're just gonna walk back over here. God, this is high quality gameplay. Yeah. Take that, motherfucker. What are you gonna do about it now? I sneak up right behind you. Punch your ass. Boom. I have so little health. Yeah!
We're all set here.
Let's go! We got him, boys! Okay, we're all set here. Oh wait, she just said that. When Connell comes on the radio, she sounds positively overjoyed.
We cleaned out all the guards. Not gonna give you any trouble.
Okay, that has a certain ominous connotation to it, given your previous experiences with Connell and her general way of doing things. You mentally prepare yourself to see a shitload of blood.
Are you coming or not? Stop being such a wiggler about all of this. It's just a little bit of blood.
Okay, yeah, that's more than a little bit stomach churning to consider. Well, you made a promise. The things that you do for friendship. Everyone on the base is still pretty much ignoring you, but they're starting to give you dirty looks as you walk past. But also, no one's shooting at you, this time, and there are no alarms being sounded, so you guess that Skylight and Connell were able to make it through where Connell's mom was without anyone noticing. Well, anyone who's still alive anyway.
Okay, y'all need to come to the back of where they have the loose eye. Head straight back to the parade grounds and keep going. You'll know which way to go.
Is my chat not working? Huh. Yeah, I see you guys on screen working, but like the chat that I get to see isn't working. What's going on there? Can I see it right here? Yeah, that's weird. Okay. No, my chat is fine on screen, but in OBS, it's not fine. Like, I can't see you where I normally check, so I'll have to... Here, can I pop this out, and then just put it on my second monitor, and just look at chat that way? Alright, that's weird, but... You know what? Not gonna worry about it. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Okay. There's some convo in a group chat from a year and a half ago that started by complaining about the trial scene and ended with Janaya saying, "And I want to make FRIENDSIM 2 with me." I find it funny when masculine lesbian energy female trolls call the MC Nook Breath, because it's like, okay, I'm not gonna say that. I'm okay. If you use the mouse, it's a little more responsive. Just keep in mind that the sequence the mouth controls don't pathfind, so you can still bump into walls. I wish I had known that ahead of time. Finding this out now is a little bit... my fucking chat, god damn it. YouTube, I shake my fist at thee. Okay, they're all talking about nooks and shit. Sea Dweller... No, the Sea Dwellers were cool. Look at that guy. He's such a cool guy. Oh, Sans gotta go. Goodbye, Sans. Thank you for stopping by. Martinez of GTA mission accomplished name. Beautiful. There we go, I'm caught up. You walk along the route that Skylight indicates until Oh shit, yeah, she wasn't kidding. There's a bunch of guards lying on the ground, and while a part of you hopes that they're only unconscious, you're pretty sure that they're all super dead. Not that you necessarily didn't understand what you were getting into with Connell involved, but it's still a little bit unsettling how quickly she just kind of tears through things.
You found the way?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's not really all that hard, you've explained it. No big deal, just follow the trail of bodies. You don't really remember there being so many bodies the last time you were doing this kind of thing. A few, of course. You gotta have some bodies after all, but this is getting out of hand. Okay, cool. Just about done with all this. You can see Connell and Skyla up ahead, talking softly to each other.
I'm telling you, I did what I could on the locks. The rest is up to her.
Don't see her anywhere.
Connell seems uncharacteristically worried. Jeez, this whole Lussus thing is affecting her a lot more than you thought it would.
Don't worry about it. She's got this.
From somewhere behind you, you hear the sound of a low, guttural growling noise, the kind made by a medium to large animal with lots of teeth. This is, given your previous experience with the general state of most Alternian fauna, and for that matter some of the flora, probably not a good thing. Ahead of you, Skyla and Connell seem to not even notice, still wrapped up and trying to figure out whatever it is. You turn slowly to see what's making the noise. Standing low to the ground, you see the angriest, meanest looking weasel you've ever seen in your life. You think it's a weasel, or a ferret? It kind of resembles Tagora's Lussus, but a little bit larger and a lot angrier. Oh god, those are a lot of teeth. Careful now, don't move. Their vision is based on movement. You're pretty sure that's a thing you read in a science book somewhere. Slowly, you put your hands up and begin to back away. Oh fuck. Oh god. Wait a minute.
Mom!
You are distinctly not dead.
You got out!
Yay! Oh, look at him go. That's very shiny. Ah, look at him. Just chilling. This scene with Lussus was actually one of the first scenes written for the game, as a kind of test scene. Obviously got revised, but the base is there. Interesting! Interesting. I like that. You kind of like started with your base of like, alright, we're seeing, you know, what happens post-succession, I guess. And like or post-ascension. And then you're kind of like building off of that. That's so cool!
I'm so glad. You got away and everything.
Wait a minute. Of course. You get it now. You know why this animal seems so familiar. And she's Connell's mom. And didn't Connell used to have those claws? Of course. This must be a Wolverine mom! Connell blinks at you and you realize that you're talking out loud again.
Yes, this is my mom. Why? Something about that a problem?
No. You quickly and very politely reassure her. It sucks that she doesn't really have her weird hand-glove claws anymore. It would really complete the whole Wolverine look. They have them here on this planet, right? Troll Wolverine? Trollverine?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Never mind, you say nervously. Wolverine mom. No further significance behind that whatsoever. Connell doesn't seem to care one way or the other about what you're on about right now, so you wisely decide to drop the issue entirely. Trollverine. That's probably what they call him here. Yeah, that makes sense. Connell shrugs and walks off to the side to where her Lussus is still turning circles in the middle of the floor, and Skyla leans in to look at you, her expression cool.
Well, when you're done having a moment, we really need to get going. The fact that we just killed a dozen guards ain't gonna go unnoticed.
Fair enough. Oh, yeah, that. She's got a point. Well, the good thing about that is that you've got a plan. Skyla eyes you skeptically, but she doesn't interrupt. Ah! This is what I mean. I guess this is what you were talking about. This is the escape revolution choice, and because of my choice earlier, it makes this second one easier. Connell's still busy reuniting with her Wolverine mom, but Skyla looks you over closely, her expression difficult to read.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? You're talking about joining the rebels.
Joining the rebels, dismantling the Empire, blowing stuff up. It's all good, really. This isn't actually the final choice, lol. Damn it! I felt so clever! I thought I was so clever! Janaya comes in and knocks the shit out of my hands. No! No! The choice is later. You're wrong!
You think I'm simple? You think I don't understand the nuance there?
No, that's not what you're trying to imply at all. Skyla shrugs and shakes her head.
You know what? It doesn't matter. The answer is no.
Wait, what?
I said no, you fucking heard me!
Just like that? You were sure Skylar was leaning towards maybe burning the shit down. At least a little bit. Skylar laughs at you.
You really don't get it, do you? Think you got us all figured out, even after everything you've seen?
Okay, fine. You can't make them do anything, but she does know that she can't just stay here, right? Eventually someone's going to notice that a trail of destruction leading into the holding facility.
What are you bulge eaters talking about? Probably something stupid.
Got him. Get destroyed, losers.
Our friend here wants us to join the fucking rebels. Before you say anything, I know we can't just hang out here. I'm thinking on it, okay?
What are you thinking about? Let's break out of here.
You quickly point that out that, well, yes, that was what you were implying earlier. You're not actually sure how you would go about doing that. Like, mechanically speaking, you're not sure how to escape from this base in a way that doesn't end up in everyone being killed.
Steal a fucking ship. They've got all these ships the Rusties learned to pilot just sitting around.
Does Marsty fly us out of here? Come on, Marsty. You assume the ships she's talking about are the ones that you saw lined up in that airfield earlier, like the one Marsty has.
Yeah, attack ships. They pull a lot of Rustbloods to train on them, likely just to end up as aerial cannon fodder as anything else.
She frowns, and once more you can see the thought as it forms.
But that might be our best bet.
Hell yes. Let's do it.
Nearby, Connell's Lussus makes a high-pitched squeak and turns into a circle, tail wagging excitedly. Do Wolverines typically do that? You're not really sure. There's so many Wolverine facts that you don't know.
Fine. Except it's not that simple. There's a control tower that monitors outgoing traffic. If we try to take a ship, they'll blast us before we can lift off.
I can take care of that.
She grins broadly, and you feel a little twist in your stomach. Fortunately, Skyla shakes her head.
I'll go check out the control tower. You go to the airfield and see if there's a ship ready to take off that isn't being watched too closely.
I feel like control tower is Marsty. I want Marsty. I want as much Marsty as possible. I'm getting Marsty vibes from control tower. Yeah, I got the Marsty music. That's how you know I'm right. Fuck yeah. I'm literally peak god gamer. Marcy's at the airfield now? Fuck! Never mind. No. No! I just saved over it. I just saved over it. I just saved over the decision. Interesting. Now, okay. Well, that's interesting, I suppose. We could do the stealth mission again. This is the only way you get the Ardata scene, so maybe it's for the best. Fair enough, I'll go back and find the Marsty dialogue later. Follow along as Skyla leads you back out to the airfield. You can see Connell in the distance, walking over to inspect the rows of spacecraft? You're not sure what the term is for when it's designed for both. Skyla's quiet as you walk, her face set deep in thought. Finally, halfway towards the control tower, she stops and looks at you.
You ever take a minute to stop and think about what you're doing here?
Like, here on this weird satellite thing? Mostly trying not to die, actually.
No, I mean, what you're doing with your life. You ever stop and reflect on what it all actually means?
God, this music is the best music in the game. This song is easily my favorite from the whole game. I fucking love it. Ooh. Ooh. This is starting to feel almost uncomfortably personal. Fortunately, the idea of you actually responding to Skyla seems to be completely optional, because she continues talking without any prompting.
You ever go into something expecting it to be so different than what it ends up? And then you just don't know how to get back to how things were?
That actually does hit pretty close to home. The flash of green in front of you and the faint, lingering smell of an old house. An impossibly old house. Okay, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Impossibly old house. Is this the Harley Mansion? Or is this... I feel like this is more Hive Swamp, right? I feel like this is the Harley Mansion. Flash of green. Is that the portal? Is the green the portal? It's talking about the Felt Mansion. Ah! From the prologue. Damn it, I thought we were getting more of that, weird continuity stuff. No. You think you understand what she means.
Maybe you do, and maybe you don't. I just keep turning what you said over and over in my head.
I'm reading too much into shit for my own good, Janaya. Look at what you've done to me.
You honestly think any of us have any chance against the Empire?
You shrugged non-committally. A lot of things are possible?
I noticed you didn't answer the question. It doesn't matter anyway. We can't stay here after breaking out Wolverine Mom.
Yeah, Wolverine Mom. Remember this building from when Marcy showed it to you, and you remember the banks of missiles nearby. Those are definitely still a thing. Those didn't stop being a thing or anything.
There's the problem. Even if we steal a ship, we still have to get clear before one of those sends us straight to hell.
Troll hell?
What other kind of hell is there?
Sorry, that was you just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. So, what's the deal with the control tower? What needs to be done to get away without being killed?
Well, we'll probably have to...
She trails off, and a look of fear crosses her face. You quickly turn around to see a familiar face glaring at you. Ah! There she is.
I remember you.
No. That must have been a different alien. Yep, totally not you at all. After all, she must have had so many people down at her torture basement over the sweeps.
Of course. What are you doing here?
She's still staring directly at you and completely ignoring Skyla. Finally, Skyla clears her throat and Ardada's glade snaps up. Her eyes flit over Skyla's uniform quickly.
Yes, recruit,
Korriga, ma'am. I was just escorting the alien here around the base, making sure they don't get into anything they shouldn't.
Indeed. I wasn't informed of such a major deviation from my schedule prior to my arrival. I've got quite a busy schedule, and I still need to meet with your commanding officer, now that I've been personally apprised of my orders.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
Yes, Captain.
Ardada, who has apparently had a major shift in career direction since you last met her, turns back to you.
Again, what are you doing here?
She's like, they shut down Mixer, and I had to make them pay. This one seems like I die immediately. If I'm like, Ardada, I'm being a bad guy. It'd be interesting to see how brainwashed she is. Because in her route, one of the interesting things about her route is that it kind of points out that, like, even like some of the higher bloods are also suffering under the Empire, like just in a different way, and also a way that's not nearly as bad. But I do think that's an interesting aspect of her route. So what was to say? Does she just kill me?
That is a very loaded thing to say. Do you perhaps have any contact with certain countercultural elements that might be working in opposition to the Empire?
Your mind flashes quickly to Tizius and Stelsa, and you immediately lock that thought down. Nope, no one comes to mind. You're just genuinely interested in hell-raising.
Interesting. Maybe you'd like to discuss that at length sometime.
Before Ardada can interrogate you further, you hear a familiar chime. She quickly pulls out a sleek black palm husk and glares.
I swear to Empress, this just keeps getting more irritating. I have to go back now. I can trust you to escort this alien back to a secure location, Recruit Korriga.
She doesn't even wait for a response before she walks off, muttering something to herself. You glance over at Skyla, and it looks like she's shaking. Is everything okay?
No, everything's not okay. Y'all got sawdust between your ears? That was a captain in the Fleet Propaganda Division.
Okay. That means basically nothing to you. You're still acclimating here? It's only been like one night cycle and all that.
Sure. Anyway, we shouldn't hang around here too much longer.
You all meet up back in the barracks. Some yelling from Connell gets rid of the trolls that's sitting around talking. Skyla puts you and Connell aside and starts speaking in a low voice.
Okay, y'all took a look around. A lot of stuff to be worried about. Control tower's gonna be guarded.
I have to assume that the person that she was talking to on the phone was that Violet Blood. Like, I just have to assume that, you know? Either that or, I don't know, just unnamed important person.
Ran into a fucking Rusty down by the plains. She thinks we're up to something.
Fuck. Well, it's not gonna be much longer before someone discovers what happened in Lucis Holden and starts asking around. You weren't exactly subtle.
You didn't fucking ask for subtle.
I mean, she does have a point.
You're not helping. We need to figure out a plan of action.
We're getting out. I thought we talked about this already.
Of course we're getting out, but we need to talk about what happens once we do that.
You're sitting here watching as these two talk back and forth, thinking about the options you have. Finally, it clicks. You need to say something. You've got valuable thoughts and opinions that are definitely not massively overstepping any boundaries. Alright, this is it. I can feel it now. My media literacy is tingling. I can feel it. My genre savviness meter is off the charts. Skyla raises an eyebrow and looks at you pointedly.
You know what you're saying is crazy, right?
Crazy? No way. You know there's folks out there who don't want anything to do with the Empire. Revolutionaries like Malik. Folks like Stelsa and Tizius. And even if not everyone's going to outright defy the Empire, there's plenty more who will choose not to support it, to make little cracks in the foundation that can be exploited to bring the whole system down.
I don't know about all that, but I can't say I'm a big fan of the Empire.
God, this music goes so hard. Her tone is even, but you can see a little spark behind her eyes, a glimmer of something that says far more than her words ever could. Connell looks like she's about to say something, but a look crosses her face and she stops herself. I'm tired. She looks down at Wolverine Mom, who makes a quiet little chirp in response.
Yeah.
She grits her teeth and clenches both fists tightly.
I'm so fucking sick of all of this. Having to play by their fucking rules all the time. Having to wait for some fucking high blood to decide if we live or die.
Neither you nor Skyla interrupt. Connell turns to face Skyla.
You never tell me about what you're thinking. Not about this.
About what?
Don't be stupid. It's not cute. You want to go against them? Sometimes, I want to burn them to the fucking ground.
Yeah, jeez.
Okay, fine. So you got some big plan, right?
Nope, not in the slightest. Hell yeah, you've got a plan. Your plan is, stick it to the man?
Gonna be honest, that sounds like you don't actually have a plan.
Look, it's simple. Everyone hates the Empire, right? It sure would be great to maybe take the Empire down a few notches. And you know there's people out there fighting them. Remember Malik, the kind of desperate energy he had when you were talking to him before. Tizzy is having to wipe out the records of Dagiri and Polipa's direct action. Something bigger than any one person. Connell groans and rolls her eyes.
You talk big, but we'll get shot down before we get off the ground. You forget about that?
I think I know a way that we can cover our escape and hurt the Empire at the same time. What if we blow up most of the other attack craft? That'd put a dent in their war machine and give us the window to get out of here.
Yeah. You're not sure that it's entirely accurate to say that it would
Hell
put... Oh.
yeah. We're gonna blow their shit the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
Okay, sure. Well, there's an armory nearby that has the explosives we'll need.
Yeah.
Mom can get those.
Go, Wolverine Mom.
Then you put them around the airfields and I'll detonate them all at once. Take everything out at the same time.
Now, what about the missiles? I feel like the fact that they've pointed out the missiles twice, specifically. Now, hear me out here. What if they shoot them at us? Just a thought.
You stay your ass in here and don't touch anything.
You really try to do what she says. Honest. But the thing is, when you've got a minute to collect your thoughts, you realize something. What if Marsty is still at the airfield? I feel like if raw panic runs through you as you jump up and run for the door, you've got to go find her. Save...
Don't worry. Mom knows where to go.
Oh no. Alright. Oh fuck! No! What the hell? No! Stop! Stop! Ah! Oh my god, okay, I can't attack. I can't attack. I'm just very fast. What is that? Oh god! Oh my god! It's... Oh my goodness! The control tower is what they go after in the salvation route. The chaos from what happens here gives you an opening to escape. Okay. Alright, try again. Yep.
Don't worry.
Alright. Okay. What the fuck? How can he see me? Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Quick. Get down there. This is not... What are those things? Those drones? They're like tanks. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. It's alright. Everything's fine. Everything is actually super cool and fine. And nothing bad has happened. Go! Go, 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 go! Run! You're not sure how much time you've got left. You're sure that the plane isn't finished yet, because you haven't heard any explosions coming from the direction of the airfield. But for all you know, Skylar's about to hit the button and turn everything into a firestorm. You don't see Connell around anywhere. Also, probably a good sign. You quickly run towards the back of the airfield, to where Marcy's ship was. Yeah, Marcy! Those are battle drones. I don't remember those. If they're in the comic, holy fuck, I don't remember them. Sure enough, you find her poking around at something, replacing an access panel and bolting it into place.
You're back. Why are you back?
That's kind of a long story. You really don't have time to get into it, but the bottom line is that you need to explain things very quickly.
Got the bombs. Time to get to work.
Okay.
Okay, I marked off everywhere you gotta sit those down. Be careful now. We want enough to cause a distraction, not trying to cook everyone.
They're mentioned in the route. The airfield choice gives you a little more info from Connell. Ah, okay, nice.
Shut up. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Explosive planted. Beautiful. Excellent. No, don't be shooting at me now. No. Listen here, motherfucker. Everything is super cool and chill and awesome, and there are no explosives being planted right now. No, get over here. Okay. Cool. Okay. Ah! What the fuck? There's more! Oh no. Okay. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. No, it's totally fine. No! Okay, I may have fucked that up slightly. It's fine. Don't even sweat it. Connell? There we go. Okay. I'm not going to deal with the battle drones. Alright. No! Fuck! Oh my god! They just decimate you. Oh my goodness. Alright.
Got the bombs. Time to...
Okay, I marked. Be careful now.
Shut up.
Alright. Take this guy out. Easy. What? How? Who the fuck even shot at me? Alright. The way I see it, this is actually an easy dub, right? What? No, you're supposed to turn around. Fuck, no. This is so difficult. Why am I having such a hard time with this? Alright, that's good. You're a little baby man who can't even stay the right way. Can I not go up here? Okay, there we go. Beautiful. You stay turned around for like 0.2 seconds, bro. What the fuck? Alright, I have way more life this time, though. Okay. Can I kill the battle drones? Okay, that's fine, that's one. Alright. We get this motherfucker. We get this boy. Boom. No, it's totally cool. No, it's totally cool. It's totally
What
cool.
you said before
Ah! Okay.
about getting out, do you actually have a plan for this?
You bet. They're gonna set off a series of explosives all over the airfield so you can slip out of the ensuing chaos. It's a very good plan. Marsty scowls at you.
Funny. You never struck me as very bloodthirsty.
You technically can, but it takes like 1,000 hits. You can technically punch the battle drones to death, but you will die trying.
Look, I can talk to these people, convince them to stand down for a little while, conveniently not notice a single ship leaving.
Okay, it sounds like it might be a good alternative to what you've currently got going on. You just need to find Connell before she does something that you'll regret. But why does Marcy want to come with you all of a sudden?
There's a signal out there in the wastes.
Not really much of an explanation.
I'm getting to it if you stop interrupting. There's some kind of relay, but I don't think the Empire's fully in control. It was broadcasting a list of names. Some kind of registry of people that have been assigned to one of the fleet warships that's still docked on Alternia. I recognized one of the names.
Hey! Volkl! Alright. Okay, this is making more and more sense. Her giant, obvious crush.
Shut the fuck up. Point is, if she's assigned as permanent crew, then there's a good chance she's headed for deep space soon, and then she'll be gone. Can't exactly chase down a warship going 5 times light speed, can you?
No, that does seem pretty impossible.
So, I need to know what's happening. Even if I can't do anything,
I am just jamming
I have
out.
to at least know.
I know I'm like supposed to be like really invested in what's happening, and I am, but I am also jamming out. And that means you need to get off the base.
Yeah, exactly. Guess you're not quite as stupid as you look.
Okay, awesome. Uh-oh. Even from a distance, the shockwave from the explosions knocks you and Marcy flat on your backs. You pick yourself up, struggling to even get up to sitting. All around you, everything is on fire. The smoke is choking, stifling. You press forward, desperately looking for a way out. I guess I do. Ahead of you, Marcy is shuffling forward like a zombie, stumbling through the smoke. You try desperately to ignore the smell that's crawling up into your nostrils. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. The first thing that you see through the smoke that's choking your vision is the figure of Connell walking forward, like something out of a horror movie. You instinctively push yourself back.
What the fuck are you even doing here? You were supposed to be in the barracks waiting for our signal.
Guys, we just killed a lot of Rustbloods. You feel like vomiting, not sure if it's from the faintly cooked meat smell coming from the burning airfield or the general horror of the day.
You fucking bastards.
No! Next to you, Marcy is already on her feet, advancing towards Connell. It doesn't work very well. Connell's fist connects with the side of Marcy's head, and she goes down hard.
We don't have time for this.
Which is why she's still here!
Glad we're just as disposable to the revolution as the fucking Empire. I could have talked to them. They would have let us go.
Don't give me that bullshit. We're all killers. You think I'm going to just let my mom die? Let this stupid fucking Empire that pushover cronies do whatever they want?
Kick her ass, Marsty! She pushes herself to her feet again and shakes herself off, brushing the front of her uniform and glaring at Connell.
It doesn't matter. It's done already. We need to get out of here.
Skyla comes up from behind and grabs you by the scruff of a hoodie. Her tone is firm but gentle.
We gotta go, okay? Nod if you understand.
You nod. This sucks. Inside the ship, Skyla sets you down, straps you into one of the jump seats. Connell comes in right after, still covered in blood and soot. You really want to throw up right
You
now.
keeping your shit together? We're almost out.
In either path, a lot of people die, FYI. Oh no! All those fucking Rusties are dead, bro. You really want to respond, but you can't stop smelling the air outside, like barbecue. You wretch. Was it always like this? Was it like this the last time you were on Alternia and you just didn't notice? You're busy getting wrapped up in your own personal problems to see what was right in front of you?
Systems are all online. We're ready to go.
Good. Get us the fuck in the air.
The ship lurches as Marsty pulls back on the control stick and jams the throttle forward. You close your eyes, count backwards from 10, and just hope that the day will come when you'll stop seeing everything you just witnessed. Someday, one day, any day. With a roar, the engine comes fully to life and you're thrown back against the padded jump seat. All the blood rushes right to the back of your head, which is a profoundly unpleasant feeling, but definitely a lot better than dying. You can feel your grip on conscious— oh, there it goes. Everything smells like oblong meat products. Uh-oh!
Oh, my dear reader. Do you honestly think I can't see you?
There he is. He's right here. Ooh.
I still cannot fucking believe that Scratch is Janaya. That's wild to me. No. This isn't right. This isn't real.
Tell me, did you ever find what you were looking for?
It's Mr. Vanilla Milkshake. What you were looking for?
Not to worry. We will see each other soon enough.
Hey, you awake?
Well, you are now. You sit up with as much of a start as you can manage while strapped into the attack ship's restraints. Skyla is looking over at you, her face lined with concern.
You just kinda passed out for a minute there.
Happened when we punched out. Couldn't take the hit.
You groan and look around groggily. How long were you even out for? From the little you can see at the cockpit window, you can see the edge of the sky, the point where the atmosphere of the artificial expanse of the desert and the misery you were just on peels away into the cold indifference of space. Wait, why aren't you going up any higher?
We're landing a little ways up ahead, outside their defense perimeter. I've got something I need to take care of.
The ship pulls down again, thankfully with a lot less intensity than takeoff, as Marsty guides it in along the ridges and peaks of a small mountain range that you definitely don't remember seeing before. After 5 minutes of low-speed maneuvering, you feel the sudden jolt of the ship touching on the ground. Before anyone could say anything, you're out of your seat and running to the hatch at the back of the ship. Pulling it open and jumping out, you're once again breathing the sweet, sweet air of delicious freedom. Oh, Trizza just posted on— hold on, guys. We gotta go check Trizza's Twitter. It's very important. Heard some rebels blew up one of my bases. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah.
Don't get too excited. We're still not off this rock.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. You've had just about enough near-death experiences for now. You're looking forward to doing something that's a lot more low-key. Maybe spending time with an old friend who really knows how to just hang out and not get all wrapped up in an interstellar political conflict. Just chill vibes all around.
Whatever. Sounds boring as fuck to me, but whatever.
We gotta get going soon. Marsty, you good to fly us back to Alternia? Figure we can try and make contact with whoever counts for being in charge of the rebels down there.
Marsty had to do it to him.
No.
What in the hell do you mean no?
Marcy doesn't respond right away, and you can see her shaking as she clenches and unclenches her fists.
Even if I had wanted to in the first place, you think I'd go with you after what you did?
Burning meat.
And save me whatever speech you have ready, whatever bullshit about acceptable losses.
It's not like that. We didn't... It wasn't supposed to happen like that.
I wonder if that was intentional. Where is it? Burning meat. It's I like the concept of meat candy quite a bit. I know that it kind of got mangled in the epilogues from what people think, but the concept of meat candy, you know, I believe the description is like meat is like filling, but sometimes tough to swallow. Is I think the description of the meat timeline in the epilogues. I quite like the concept of like putting things into meat and candy categories for like the purpose of narrative analysis. Like, this is meat. This is progression. This is going forward. And therefore, it's tough to swallow, but it's the way it is. It's not a direct reference to the meat timeline, but you know what, I'll take it. I don't think it's a reference to the timeline, I just think it's a reference to like like that method of narrative analysis that I find quite interesting. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. It's not like that. It wasn't supposed to happen like that.
Really? Because I'm a stupid wiggler who will believe anything you tell her, right?
Skylar glances over at you quickly and you look away. You wish you knew what to say to make the situation better, but honestly, it doesn't feel like something that can be better. All this is going to make the next thing you have to say even more awkward, isn't it? Hey, so you're actually planning to hang out with Marcy for a little bit longer? You're not sure why, but you have a feeling that there's something you've still got to take care of here.
Fine. Y'all suit yourselves, because Connell and I are gonna head down and take care of business.
To be honest, both outcomes of this route are designed to have MSPAR confront the idea that their actions have real irrevocable consequences. Thank fuck, because after Pest Request, it's just like, man, I cannot take anything that's happening seriously, you know what I mean? So I fucking appreciate it.
You do that. I'm gonna get my things from the ship and then head.
I am glad we give more time with Marcy, though.
Hey, there's something else we need to do.
Fuck yeah.
Something I didn't
Marcy.
want to talk about before. You know, on account of surveillance and everything.
Skylar narrows her eyes, but she doesn't say anything.
I need to know what's going on with Astasia. I know he's planetside doing fleet stuff, but I haven't heard from him since...
I have a personal stake in Astasia, because Astasia's theme music from FRIENDSIM 1 is the the intro music for the GrubCast. So we gotta save our boy! We gotta save our mascot! Come on! We gotta save our mascot boy! She frowns, and you get a rare glimpse into her actual feelings. She's genuinely worried. Skylar notices too, and her expression softens.
Okay, yeah, sure. We'll figure out where he is and see what we can do. Let's get going.
Next round, you get to hang with Marcy more. No worries. Let's go! Fortnite? Floofy, why are you talking about Fortnite? She was actually going to be a much smaller part of this route, but I ended up expanding her role a lot. Thank you. Yeah!
Fucking right? Let's get the hell away from this stupid place. I've got a mate sprint to rescue.
You're not sure that he necessarily needs rescuing, but you really don't feel comfortable saying anything to Connell. Honestly, she kind of scares you. More so today than ever before, if you're being really honest with yourself. Skylar turns to you, and there's something hollow in her gaze. The same haunted look behind her eyes that she had when you first saw her again.
You know we didn't have a choice, right?
Your gaze meets Skylar's, and you feel a strange feeling run through your body. A disconnected sense of unreality. She always has a choice, right up until the moment she's made it. Why does that sound so familiar to you? Skylar grimaces and looks down at the ground, shuffling and worrying a handful of her shirt into one hand.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I can understand why y'all don't want to stick around.
You're starting to respond, but let her know that it's definitely not like that. It's just that you and Marcy need to... But then you stop yourself. Because maybe deep down inside, maybe it is a little bit like that. You know that you barely knew these two before today, but the realization is hitting you pretty hard now. You really have no idea who they are.
I should go. Look, I'm sorry.
Astasia is Fortnite boy. Isn't his theme Fortnite Funny Moments episode 413? No, that's Malik! That's Malik! Fake fan! Everyone gatekeep the fuck out of Floofy! Gatekeep Floofy forever! Yeah! We got to prevent Troll Vegeta? That was Malik. Yeah, Martinezzo's got it. Alright, you know what, Floofy? You're correct. Asdaja has now been deemed an official Fortnite boy. For a moment, you're left alone with your thoughts, and there's something that keeps coming back again and again. Did you ever find what you were looking for? What does that mean? What is it that you're looking for? Well, for one thing, you've still got a lot of your old friends to try and find. Every person you find, you get more and more worried about what'll be happening to the next one. If only you hadn't misgauged things so badly, maybe you could have avoided all this. You don't get any more time for quiet self-reflection, because Marcy shows up again, holding a small bag taken from the ship's emergency kit.
You ready to go?
You stop her. If you're going to be traipsing around with her on this godforsaken rock satellite moon thing, you need to know at least a little bit what the specific plan is. Marcy scrunches up her face for a second, but then shrugs.
Figure I'll head out and find out what the source of this transmission is. If it's the rebels, that means there's rebels nearby to babysit the signal. They'd at least give me a ride back to Alternia. Probably.
Unless it's the Empire, in which case they're more likely to just shoot you in the head, right? That seems like it's basically their style. Marcy sighs and shrugs again.
Sure. Would have ended up the same way if I'd stuck around sooner or later.
You hate to admit it, but she's absolutely right. So what's the plan now? Off on another grand adventure? Just you and Marcy? Back at it again?
Last time we talked, we visited the dump, and you acted like an ass.
Look, let's talk about that less, okay? The point is, you've got a big adventure to go on now.
I mean, not really. We're just checking for a radio source, and hopefully
that's an
leaving with all of our
adventure,
limbs
Marcy.
intact.
Marcy, that's an adventure. The adventure is not about the destination, it's about the journey. Alright, Marcy? Adventure!
Sure. Whatever you say.
Yeah! Achievement, the K-Team. There they go! Say bye-bye, wave goodbye. We'll survive as soldiers of fortune. There they go! Ah, beautiful. Well, I don't know when we'll be seeing them again. Marcy stole the show this route. I like Skyla a lot. I like Connell a decent amount. Marcy really steals the show on this route for me. I'm really happy that we get to spend more time with her. I'm quite happy that we get to spend more time with her. Fuck yes. I'm way more hyped for Volume 4 than I was hyped, and now I'm like, Marcy! Let's go! Marcy time! Although, I mean, unfortunately, I don't get to be in Volume 4 as a Twitter profile. I know they were reaching out for some Twitter profiles. I was keeping my fingers crossed, but no. poor lowly Molten GrubCast. Does not get to be in FRIENDSIM Volume 4. Truly a tragedy for the ages. Desperately trying to prove your true fan status. Oh god, no. You're trying to gatekeep Floofy, just like I said. No, don't actually gatekeep Floofy. Don't do that. I was joking. It was a bit. I was goofing. Bye-bye, Skyla. Absolutely. Honestly, didn't think this was going to be a good ending. I mean, arguably it's not. We did kill a lot of people. Like, a lot of people just died. The two branching endings in a lot of these are less good, bad, and more different paths forward in the story. Bad endings are where you die or fail to advance the timeline. Yeah, that's the vibes it seems like. It seems like these are two... I hate to draw the comparison, but, it would be hard-pressed to see, like, Genocide Route as, like, a bad ending, per se. Because, like, the whole point of that ending is that you have accomplished your goals. Like, in that ending, your goal is to kill everyone, and therefore you have succeeded. So it's two methods by which to progress the plot forward. I'm getting similar vibes here, but a lot less, like, black and white. Like, do you want to save everyone's lives or kill everybody? It's more of a, like, what do you think the long-term goal of MSPAR should be? I'm going for Evolution first, but I do want to go back through and try and go for, see what differences there are in And like the escape endings. I did save, right? Yeah, I did. Molten from Baby Cast. Ah. Well, thank you all. Thank you all for showing up. Once again, Janaya and Articulately Composed, thank you guys for showing up. It's still fucking wild to me that you guys are willing to sit through some motherfucker on the internet for like 10 hours of gameplay now. But I appreciate it. You guys are giving a lot of insight that I think is real interesting. Thank you all for showing up. Once again, thank you so much for streaming. We're glad you're enjoying it. Oh, fuck, I'm enjoying it. I'm absolutely enjoying it. I'm quite happy with this. I'm quite happy with this. At least so far. You can always next week, next month. That's the time when you're gonna fuck it up, Janai. I can tell. I can feel it in my soul. Next month, I'm gonna be like a Star Wars review. I'm just gonna be lambasting you endlessly. Thank you everyone for showing up. I really appreciate it. Sorry about no episode this weekend. ET's fucking up the scheduling, so I guess we have to delay it again. But I mean, next episode's gonna be a banger. We got Oh no, Floofy, you're not on the Discord. ET keeps fucking up the scheduling. That's why I'm streaming tonight. I'm trying to make up for it. I didn't write the next route, so I have plausible deniability. Inform them. You better inform whoever wrote the route. There's a storm coming. Tropical storm Molten. But yeah, Floofy, the episode got delayed again because ET's fucking up the scheduling. But next episode is a doozy. We've got, I think next episode is God tiering. It's S. John Rise Up, and then also Vriska God tiering, and then also Dave not God tiering. Like, it's an important episode next week. Thanks everyone for showing up. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys another time. That's it. No more grubbing. You're gonna need to wait for your grubbing from now on. More grubbing next week. See y'all. Good night.